maybe it's a good idea to start real quick for those tuning in to go over our schedule. So we do plan on doing this every Sunday every 2 weeks. So bi-weekly schedule. The beginning will be a bit like rough because of some changes. So we're gonna have a 3-week break until the next session, and then continue our bi-weekly schedule from there. But yeah, every session should be between 3 and 4 hours. If I can help it, I won't go over that. But yeah, usually you can expect 3 hours every session. And yeah, I mean, other than that, I'll be your DM, unless anyone else needs to take over. If I, if you know, if I really just collapse.
Or we piss you off too bad, Smile?
Yes, or that. Yeah. Then I'll play the antagonist, and you guys are gonna have to
surprise
figure it out.
one shot.
Yeah. DM's revenge.
But yeah, this is my second campaign. The previous one was streamed on Perkay's channel called Call of the Void. Some of us here have played in it before, but it is a completely separate, like, Avarice of the Abyss is a completely separate story from my previous campaign. It does still play in the, like, same general universe, so for anyone that watched part of that campaign, a lot of the rules and things that, you know, I'm going to explain again if they come up, but generally using the same kind of world model that I used in my previous campaign. I'll get into all of that as we go, you know. I'll give you guys a bit of a lore dump as we get started, just to kind of set the scene. But yeah, it should be fun. It'll be a pretty long campaign, most likely. You know, hopefully without like any severe scheduling issues randomly coming in you know, in between our sessions. We'll probably be going for a year or two, at least I hope so. Yeah, I'm very excited, and we got a bunch of cool people here. Some who have played a lot of D&D, a bunch of people that I've played before with, and also one or two that are pretty new. So today we're just gonna be kind of slowly dipping our feet into D&D, and for those of us that need a little bit of a reminder or need to get used to being in D&D again, we'll take it slow. We'll just have fun. How you guys all feeling? You guys ready to get started for real?
Yeah.
Always
Yep.
ready to explore. Let's do it.
All right. So, without further ado, let's start our first session of Avarice of the Abyss. Nice alliteration and nice and dramatic. Took me forever to come up with the title, but I'm decently happy with it now. But yeah, so in D&D there are many different world models that people use when they play, but there's something that both in the real world and in a fantasy story like this is always going to be on anyone's mind. Anyone with a normal lifespan, at least, because everyone wants to know what happens after they die. You know, where do mortal souls go after they perish? And it's a question that has definite answers and even proof in the world that we're going to be playing in, but even then it's heavily debated across the entire material plane. Some mortals believe in reincarnation, others believe in an eventual return to just nothingness in the void. But the most common belief and fundamental truth in this universe is that souls travel after their death. They leave the material plane and begin their journey through the astral plane, eventually being reborn on the plane where the creature's deity resides. If the creature of course didn't worship any deity or already has a good idea of what they want to be known for in the afterlife, its soul departs to the plane closest to its alignment, and the deeds that it did during their lives. So a noble and just soul may travel to Elysium or Utopia, one of the good planes governed by the many deities present there, whereas a cruel or violent soul may be damned to one of the 9 hells, to be reborn as a devil or even end up in the abyss itself, to be slaughtering for dominance as a demon. This is the fundamental model that a lot of D&D uses, and also is the official lore for D&D, but to give kind of a bit more context for people to understand, there are 16 outer planes that surround kind of a material plane in the center where mortals live, surrounded by some elemental planes, such as the elemental plane of fire and water, and the Feywild and such things. But on the outer rim, before things get deep into the void, where things still exist, that there are these 16 outer planes, planes where these mortal souls travel after their death. But there's one plane that is different, one where mortal souls rarely venture to after their death. It is named the Outlands, or the Concordant Opposition by some. It's the only true neutral aligned plane, and the center of this great wheel of outer planes. It is said that if you went to the edges of the Outlands, you will find passages everywhere leading to both heaven and hell alike. Many deities call the Outlands their home, shaping and forming their own domains on this infinitely large wheel, and many and powerful and influential creatures use them, the Outlands, as a hub to travel across the outer planes. One such hub in the Outlands was created many, many millennia ago by the goddess Wokin, also known as the Golden Lady or the Merchant's Friend. She was a goddess of wealth and trade, both official and illicit in nature. She was known to be both fair and just, a neutral god that promoted businesses and free and fair trade across many planes. However, this goddess died a bit over 1,000 years ago, leaving her realm behind for those following in her footsteps. Our adventure will begin in the Eternal Bazaar, or also known as Marketplace Eternal by many, the realm that Wokin once ruled. It is an enormous, sprawling marketplace, basically an enormous city, unlike the dimensions of a regular mortal world, genuinely ginormous in size. It is catering to any and all visitors, and amongst its 4 quarters, anything one may desire can be found within. For the right price, of course. So many people have their reasons to travel there and pay the exorbitant price for planar travel to visit such a wondrous place and get what they come there to buy or to trade or to sell. And a few such people are about to gather. They're all listening to the call of the one thing that moves and shakes the Marketplace Eternal and many, many planes in the multiverse. It's gold. The universal currency to buy whatever you want. A veritable mass of people gather in front of a large warehouse in the quarter of barter and trade, surrounded by the many buildings and businesses that make up this part of the district, barely able to push past each other to get inside. These men and women all carry weapons of all shapes and sizes on their person. They enter the warehouse with eyes filled with confidence and greed, and then as the hours pass, leave with either anger or disappointment. Shielded from this chaos, there's a quiet room in the back of the warehouse. There's muted noises of frustrated yells and occasional thuds that shake some of the wooden walls that can be heard within, but the room is nonetheless empty, aside from two people. There's an old human man with long, thin, silver white hair that sits on a large wooden chair in front of a smooth mahogany table and is partially obscured by the hood of a beautifully crafted black and red cloak. Next to him, an ornate silver staff with intricately carved silver thorns across its surface leans against the table. And he sits kind of waiting, tapping his wizened fingers on the wood. Next to him stands a much younger man, electing not to sit in any of the empty chairs before him quite yet. And with that, Nesna, would you like to describe your character?
Alright. So, if I drop out for some reason, my ping on Discord is shooting up to like the 500s. So,
Okay.
Yikes. Was saying there will be a kind of late 30s, early 40s aged human, decently tall, adorned in half-plate armor that covers basically his entire body. Kind of darker skin, kind of seen some sun and a lot of outdoorsy work, with a full beard that has specks of just salt and pepper just scattered about, with a bit of a longer swept-back hair on top. On his back, you would see a large greatsword that is currently scabbard. Yeah, I'm not really sure what else you want description-wise.
Oh, that's
I'm
perfect.
terrible at this.
No, you did great. But yeah, next to you, your employer sits, still tapping his fingers, starting to get impatient. And you hear him sigh as there's another loud noise outside of someone smashing something or trying to smash something, and all you hear is kind of a very faded and muted noise. But still, he turns his head just ever so slightly in your direction and asks, "Do you think we could have avoided this chaos if I offered less money, Huron?"
Well, you're the one who set the price.
I know. I haven't been home in so long, you know, I tend to lose track of money. Hard to tell what the economy is like these days.
Well, you know me, you know I'm not great with all the money, so I'm not the greatest judgment on that.
Right. Well, still, I appreciate your service. It is much easier than dealing with the hordes of people out there. I'm just glad I found some good candidates to send invitations to already. It'll certainly save us some time. Oh, and he perks up a little bit. Speaking of, I believe some of them are arriving right now. You see the
This
door?
looking interesting.
See the door of the back room open slowly, the noise outside suddenly rushing in. It is still muted by a magical barrier that you can now spot through the doorway that seems to be holding back the mass of people. However, two elves seem to have made it through the barrier, opened the door, and enter, closing it behind them. Ty and Rae, would you guys like to describe your characters, please? Who wants to start?
Oh, Tormound, of course. So excited to enter. Hello, this is Tormound. I will be playing Tormound. Tormound, you can imagine, is a very athletic and attractive, younger-looking elf, although he is well into his years, aged at 224 years old. He's very tall, standing 6'4", 185 pounds. Again, taller than most elves you'll see. Skin is covered in tattoos. Arms are glowing, and chest is glowing with rune tattoos. Him being a rune knight, which we will address moving forward, I am sure of it. He has bright blue eyes, and he uses his good looks, his silver hair, to get in and out of any situation. So if you're trying to imagine his physique, think Olympic track star.
How am I supposed to follow that up? Anyways.
Well, You are very much painting a different picture, to be fair. He's all happy and jovial, and I don't think Marcella is too happy to be there.
No, she is not. So I am playing Marcella. She is a sea elf, so her skin is all blue. So that will be probably the first thing you would notice about her. She is 5 foot exactly on the dot, so she is much shorter than Tormund over here. She has crystal blue eyes, but one of them is currently missing, which is covered by like an eye patch that goes like, it's kind of like a thin strap that goes across her head a couple of times. She also has tattoos, mostly like wave, like water looking stuff on the left side, and on the right side you'll see like a little masquerade mask like right on her shoulder peeking out. She is kind of lanky, but you can tell that she's got some muscle behind her, but she is small but not meek. And she is pretty pissed off to be here and has her hand on her rapier ready to strike if she has to. And
Tormund is very excited.
She also has webbed fingers and stuff like that, so you would also notice that about her. And her hair is like long and like green, almost like seawater, like almost. I think I hit all of it. I think she looks like a pirate too, because she is technically a pirate, but we'll get into that more later, I'm for sure. So
Yeah, you two see the old man behind the desk now look at both of you, and as you kind of bicker, your eyes fall on him as he addresses you. Welcome. Our first candidates. I'm glad you have made it here safely. Without any interruptions, I hope. No trouble on the roads? Gives
Not
you
much
a
to speak
small
of.
smile.
Marcella is just
Glad to be here.
just gonna be quiet and just looking at you, very, very sus. She's very suspicious of what's going on.
And the very outgoing person that Tormund is going to approach where you're sitting.
Yeah, the old man kind of waves his hand. You see the stoic guard next to him. I assume you're mostly silent and measuring them up, Nesno?
Yep.
Yeah, but he waves at the chairs in front. Please no need to stand at attention, and feel free to sit down. I'm sure it'll take a little bit for the others to join us.
All right, fantastic. Tormund, being just so comfortable with all situations, has now taken his rapier off of his side, puts it on the table, and sits down comfortably.
Marcella, still being suspicious of what is happening, is going to go to the chair that he like directed her to, but like put 1 foot up on it and still have her hand on her rapier, ready to slash if needed.
Come on, Marcella, take a load off.
She's just gonna
The old
shoot
man-
him a look.
The old man chuckles and turns to you, Huron. Look, another one that doesn't like sitting down. I'm sure you guys are gonna be good friends.
I'm just gonna continue just looking him up and down, just still trying to measure him up as much as I can.
Okay. About a 30 seconds of awkward silence of you guys measuring each other up, but the old man's hand has once again returned to the top of the desk, tapping away, waiting for the next person, and it doesn't take long. As soon after the door opens once more, this time letting in someone else, a bit taller than you and very, very different than the people in this room so far. Nesno, Random, would you like to describe your character as you're entering?
Sure. So I'm playing Slag, Tempest Cleric Warforged. He's 6'2". He's very, very robotic in nature. He's got his armor is basically built into his body itself. Across his back, you see he's got his axe basically slewn across, like from like so that he can easily reach the bottom by just or the bottom of his axe by just reaching behind him quickly. Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. And yeah, as you enter, you you stumble a little bit. The wood beneath you, you know, from all the people having walked outside and now inside as well. You're like you hear a little bit of a creak, and you kind of shift your weight to make sure you don't you know, put any holes in the nice wooden floor. I mean, you are very heavy. Like, while you're not super tall at 6'5", at 6'2", like you're made of metal. So
Right.
going around, you gotta be mindful of your weight sometimes.
So I'm going to, I'm going to just, I guess, walk in and just say greetings. I am here for money and jobs. I have been told that you have something to offer.
Ah, yes, money and jobs for the big guy. Yeah, I saw you looking, and well, I was looking for different individuals. I was not expecting a warforged. They are rare, even here at the Eternal Bazaar, you know. So I figured a man of your stature would come in handy, and I have indeed jobs and gold. Well, one job, but enough gold.
I chuckle at him mentioning men.
Well, I would offer you to sit down, but I'm afraid I'm not sure if these particular chairs can handle your stature.
It is fine. I am used to standing, and I will go stand in, I guess, the opposite corner of the two elves. I don't, or like or caddy corner. I don't know exactly where their chairs are.
Yeah. How do the two elves react to their new visitor?
Very excited. Tormund is over the moon about everything, and is tempted to approach, but is still being stared at by Marcella, so decides to stay where he is.
Have either of you guys seen a warforged before, you think? They
I
are
think
pretty
I'll have
rare.
Heard of it.
You've
I think I'll
heard
have heard of it, but not seen in my many travels.
Mm-hmm.
Marcella definitely has not, and definitely tightens her grip on the rapier, just in case she has to fight.
Okay. The old man will notice that and gives you like a brief wink and says, "Don't worry, it's no fighting necessary quite yet. At least I hope so. Haven't seen any major threats in this room.
Marcella
unless we're about to start hitting each other."
Marcella is just gonna chuckle a little bit and be like, "I'll be the judge of that," like under her breath. Whether anybody heard her or not, she doesn't care, but she would have said it like softly to herself.
Okay, well, you got the right attitude. Just don't stab me with that thing.
DM God, sir.
Yes.
Seeing as we now have quite a menagerie of people, can I use my sense? And I'm being kind of vague here, but can I use just to kind of suss things out, see if there's anything wrong so far?
Yes. Can you whisper me to message me what we decided?
Yes. Just demon to in Discord.
But it's probably no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
No, it doesn't seem like it. At least nothing that you would be worried about.
Yet.
Haha, yes. Give me 1 second.
Also, I don't think we ever decided there's a visual indicator that I'm using. The sense.
No, we said we talked that it was like a like just a different sense, like an
Okay,
echolocation
it.
kind of. Remember?
Yeah. Okay.
Mhm.
Just wanted
Yeah.
to make sure.
Okay. All right, I'll give you that much. So you do notice something.
Yeah, we'll discuss more instead of
Yes.
just figure that out, because I know we were discussing this for a while.
Yep. Okay.
All right.
All right. So, you guys like chat for a little bit, maybe 2 minutes or something, and then the old man once again speaks. Well, seeing that we have so many people, and he glances at your rapier, Marcella, ready to stab people and smash things as he looks at your warhammer, right? That you have with you, Slag? Or do you have a war axe? I forgot.
It's a battle axe.
It's a battle axe, yeah. So he looks at your guys' weapons. Yeah, I figured we could use some more esoteric skills. Well, I programmed the barrier outside to only let those through with sufficient magical potential. I believe that should round out this little group of ours nicely. And it seems like someone has just passed my test, so any second now they will, and before he even finishes speaking, the door opens once more. And this time, we're not getting someone 6'2", 6'2" for once, but someone quite a bit smaller. Elodie, would you like to explain, describe your character?
So anyone who is familiar with Call of the Void will know Elodie, because I played her in that campaign as well. But in walks Elodie. She is an Aasimar. She is pretty slight in build, and she's very kind of ethereally beautiful. She has this like long kind of golden curly hair, like half done up in like an intricate bun at the top of her head and half like flowing down across her shoulders. And she's wearing like, very fitted, very beautiful kind of robes that, have like intricate designs in golden thread on them. But on her arms, they're uncovered, and you would see a bunch of golden tattoos that are like shimmering slightly. And they're all like different shapes and words and things all up both of her arms. And yeah. And you'd notice how she has like bright golden eyes as well, being an Aasimar.
Okay. So yeah, you enter, you see obviously a group of very unfamiliar people. You almost do a double take as you notice the Warforged in the corner, as you see that machine is very much alive.
Yeah.
But yeah, the old man smiles as you enter and says, well, like I said, the magical potential I was speaking of, I assume you are well versed in such things, enough to round out this little band of misfits we've started to create.
Oh well, you could say that. I dabble, I suppose. And she's gonna kind of like flick her hair behind her. Elodie, delighted to make your acquaintance. And she's gonna like walk up and offer her hand to the guy that's clearly in charge.
Yeah, he's gonna shake your hand. He's gonna reach out. You notice his hands are very, bony, old, not too much flesh on it. But his grip is not as weak as you would expect. As he like gives you a decent handshake back. It is nice to meet you. I would introduce myself, but I believe we still need one more person, and I wanted to make sure. I do not have to repeat myself too much. Please sit.
And she'll take one of the free seats and she'll kind of like sit down, like cross her legs very daintily and start like brushing kind of imaginary dust off of her clothes and sort of like checking her nails a little bit.
For me, I'm just going
At this
to.
point is kind of starstruck and just staring at Elodie.
I'm gonna
He's like, "Yep,
lean down.
That's normal.
I'm gonna lean down and whisper to our patron here. The others seem like they have some skill in them, but this one, are you sure she's gonna be fit for this?
Well, my barrier is, you know, I might not, I might not have everything figured out, but I don't think it can be wrong. I mean, she had enough power to pass it, and that's what we were looking for. I think there's much more to this one that meets the eye, Huron.
Alright, you're the boss. I'll just go back to just keep a watch over everything.
As for Slag, he just looks at her and then just quietly just continues to just stare off into space.
Yeah. And very soon after, as you're all sitting there now, except for. Actually, are you sitting down at this point, Marcella, or are you still like with your foot on the chair?
Oh no, she's definitely still standing up, foot on the
Okay.
chair, like just eyeing like everybody, essentially, yeah. Taking it all.
Alright. But yeah, before you can continue the conversation much longer, the door opens one last time, as a different looking elf steps through the door. Very much different from your blue skin, Marcella. Would you just like to describe your character, Al?
Yeah, sure. So steps through is a nice way of putting it. I sort of like stumble, like slightly fall through, like fall on the ground, like get myself up, dust myself off, like hello. I'm wearing a like patchwork cloak that has like multiple different colored like it's a part cloak, part like the thing that's going over my armor, like tabard kind of. It different patches, bits of like leather and different colored materials and things. And I am an elf. I have big pointy ears with bits of fur hair sticking out from on top at the ends, and my hair is stuck up in a variety of different directions, and I have a tattoo on one side of my face. Yeah. Hello, this is the room with the job work? I saw a sign out front. Good, yes. Hello.
Yes, and I believe with you that should be enough people.
Excellent.
So if you'd like to take a seat as well, good sir, and I will
Yes.
finally properly introduce myself.
I'm Aimar. And then I take a seat and sort of like look around the room, and I'm like, this is good. This is a good group of people, it would appear.
Yes, well, Huron insisted. And he waves to the gruffy guard standing next to him.
Just give a nod.
Well, should introduce myself. Like I said, my name is Ryven. It is nice to meet all of you, and I'm glad you could join us. This should be more than enough people to retrieve the artifact that I'm after. Just Huron, why don't you keep an eye and entertain the rest of our visitors for a moment? I will take care of the people outside and make sure to let them know that our number has been filled. We will speak of the expedition after that.
As you say, boss.
All right. I will be right back then. Don't burn the place down while I'm gone. Haha. He slowly gets up and grabs the silver cane leaning next to him against the table and slowly but surely makes his way out. He uses the cane to support himself, but his steps are sure and confident as he walks out of the door. The noise once again muting as the door closes. Yeah, you guys are left alone with a bunch of strangers.
Elodie is like looking at Aimar with like this very like pitying look, seeing that he looks very like disheveled, and she's gonna prestidigitate his robes so they're at least a little bit cleaner.
They like
Would you like
fluff up a
me-
little bit.
Would
Like,
you
oh,
like me
thank
to do
you.
your hair, dear?
No, this is very much intentional.
Intentional.
Yes.
Are you sure? Have you seen yourself? Are you sure that's what you were going for?
Do you have a mirror?
Do I have a mirror? I presume I would have just like, a regular.
That seems
mirror.
reasonable.
I presume of all things Elodie packed, she packed a mirror. Maybe not anything useful, but she would have packed a mirror. And she's gonna
I take it and I look at myself and I like run my fingers back so the part that is particularly at an odd angle, like, oh good, yes, this I was worried it had fallen down. It's important to maintain appearances, as you of all people would know.
Yes. Well, to each their own, I suppose.
I'm gonna whisper to Marcella now. Marcella, what are we doing with all these people? I thought it was just gonna be me and you.
She's gonna shoot him a look and then whisper back and be like, "You're the one that dragged us here. Well, how the fuck am I supposed to know what's going on?"
Listen, we just need to get money and get out of here, and we don't have to worry about whatever that monstrous thing is in the corner, and we will get out of here, and it'll be fine.
Slag, how do you feel?
I'm just watching everybody. I'm not gonna say anything.
I mean, we were technically whispering, so I don't know.
I feel like Slag might be a being that could hear everything.
Yeah.
That's fair.
I mean, it's not like is it super. I mean, you said there's basically a noise canceling, so it muffles everything. So it's not like whispers would be drowned out.
Right. Yeah, so I think I'll leave it there.
Marcella is finally, after that conversation, just gonna huff and then sit down in a chair.
Oh, thank you for joining us.
Please, she just sat down.
Marcella stands back up again.
Yeah, right? She stands back up and now she's just standing on the chair, on the seat. Just kidding, she's not actually, she's just sitting there and she's just gonna roll her eyes and put her head in her hand she's not paying attention to anybody.
I'm just going to walk towards the door a little bit and take a peek outside.
Okay. Make me a perception check. I guess,
fuck.
I guess you do get the first roll.
Okay. No.
Yes.
Yeah, the person who doesn't know what he's doing has to do.
Yes. Well, gonna get thrown into cold water. So you open your character sheet, and then you should be able to click on the actual perception word.
So just click on the word perception.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
It might ask you if you want to roll with advantage or
Yeah,
something, but it's just normal.
Okay, just public roll.
Yep, public roll.
Normal.
There's a pretty dice. Oh.
Oh. Yeah,
Room.
unfortunately, the floor beneath you creaks once more, so, like, you really don't want to draw attention to yourself, so you try to open the door just enough to see. What you do notice is that there's less people out there now, significantly less, and that the noise has died down a bit, but you don't spot the old man from your angle or anything going on.
Okay. I guess I'm just going to close the door and go back into my corner then.
Is the rabble still out there?
I don't think there's as much as there's. I don't think there are as many as there were before.
Ah, good. Nasty lot.
Well, you don't know that. They could be perfectly lovely barbarians with swords and axes and all sorts of other things.
Well, you were given more space than I was in there. Person of your station was given some space to breathe.
Of my station? You're making presumptions.
Yeah, it serves me well to presume people are more noble than they seem.
I mean, you're not incorrect, but...
Are you like a princess or something?
Or something.
Cool.
You're just gonna hear Marcella scoff at that when you say or something.
And
That's so cool.
And where exactly are you from, then, Missy? She's gonna look at Marcella.
You don't want to know the places I've been.
I kinda do. I would like to know where you've been.
How close are you sitting to me, Tormund? Are you sitting pretty close?
Next to you.
Yeah,
Like,
I'm gonna
not enough
punch you in
space
the arm.
between us.
She just
Yeah.
whops you in the arm after you say that.
Oh, what's that for?
She's gonna shoot you a look.
Okay, alright.
I presume you two know each other?
Oh,
Not
man, is
really.
this what? Not really.
She's just gonna shoot you a look again. Shut the fuck up look.
What she said? Not really.
I see. But I just, usually you don't want to punch people you barely know. Is normally my experience.
Yeah, we've gotten to know we were here first, so.
I say, do I need to punch you as well so we can get to know each other better for this job?
You know what? That's okay. I'm gonna believe your punching power is plentiful. Giant robot-esque being thing.
I tell you what.
Understood.
I'm gonna conjure up a mage hand. You can high five if you like, rather than punching. Would that be?
Oh my god, you were so cool, and I high-five the mage hand.
There we go. Everyone, team building exercise. Everyone give the mage hand a high five.
I refuse.
So it's your turn.
Marcella is gonna get up and go look out a window to see if she can see anything going on.
There are no windows.
Oh, well, look at the door then, sorry. She's gonna go to the door
No,
and here.
yeah, no.
I conjure a mage hand and have them meet.
Yeah. Fist bump. Let's go.
Yes. Very good.
Huron, are you going to... I'm going to send it towards Huron and be looking at him give it a high five, go on.
I'm gonna stand there, look at the hand, then look at you, then look at the hand, then look at you. Just kind of stare. Just kind of that side-eye stare,
Bombastic side-eye.
Bombastic.
She's good. The mage hand is just gonna pat you on the head then.
So are we here for an actual job, or are we just gonna keep high-fiving each other? Like, does anybody know what's going on right now?
I kind of need some money.
You'll get the rundown when the boss comes back.
Oh, I thought
Where's
you
the
were giving
boss?
it to us.
Yeah, as you asked that, Marcella, you were walking up to the door and are also looking out.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you notice that the warehouse has more or less emptied, and you see, just stepping into your vision, the old man coming back. And as he does, the barrier behind him slowly but surely falls apart, kind of dissipating into nothingness. So you know, he could probably see you peeking through the door, but he'll be there any second.
Okay. I mean, she doesn't really care. She'll just walk back to her seat then and sit back down.
Yeah, a few seconds later, he comes in. He's a little bit less jovial than he was earlier. Has a bit of a grumpy look on his face and grumbles as he walks in on his cane, slowly but surely, like tap, 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 stepping back to the desk. I only posted one damn job description. Didn't expect half the quarters show up at our doorstep. Okay. Alright, let me sit down again, and he plants himself back in the chair, the cane against the desk again, and then gives one look at each of you guys, kind of directing his eyes across the room. Alright, so, as you've all heard, either from me personally, or from the posting, I suppose, I'm looking for powerful individuals such as yourself to help me retrieve an artifact. Now, normally I'd be fine with just Huron here, and he reaches out and gives you like a little tap on the back. He can't reach up to your shoulders from his sitting position, but he gives you like an awkward tap on the lower back. But well, he advised me to get some extra help for this one, and I agree. I cannot go myself, of course. My old bones aren't what they used to be. But yeah, payment upon retrieval of said artifact and return to me, said artifact will be 3,000 gold per person, as promised, even though I have a feeling I may have overshot my price a little. But I'm a man of my word. Are there any questions or concerns about the job before we continue?
Only
Just
what
need
the
to know
job
where
is.
and what.
Like I said, you shall help me retrieve an artifact.
Like
It is,
what artifact?
It is a stone tablet of ancient variety. Something that is supposed to be deep beneath the city. I have credible information that it will be where it is. I have been looking for something like it for a long time, as Huron can affirm, and well, it turns out it's been right under my nose all this time. So I'm paying you for the expedition and retrieval of said tablet.
Well, if it's right here, how hard can it be to get?
Well, it may be dangerous. The ruins deep beneath the city house all manner of creatures, and there may be old defenses or traps waiting below. Again, me hiring you is more of a security measure. Maybe it will not be necessary at all, but Huron's concerns and the importance I lay on this job convinced me to pay a premium to make sure there are no issues.
I'm gonna look at her, Huron, and ask about, like, what do you know of the ruins so far that you requested more assistance?
Well, with anything like this, you don't know what lies down there. Like the boss said, creatures, traps, curses, who knows? It ain't a one-man job. It never is a one-man job. So that's where we disagreed on how to initially go about this. But after some time, he listened. So now you're here, and now we're gonna need the hands we're gonna get. As for what's down there specifically, we don't know. And that's kind of what the big concern is. We need to prepare for anything.
Yeah, we've
No,
only
we're-
been here for a couple days ourselves, so.
How did you find out where it was, then, if you haven't been here for very long?
The sources I have spoken to would probably prefer to remain anonymous. I don't think it is particularly relevant to the job itself.
And this
Just know that they are reliable.
this artifact, you're going through a lot of trouble. It must be pretty powerful.
That is true. I won't lie and say that this does not matter to me. The artifact is deeply personal to me, and I'm afraid the details of why it matters to me I cannot share with you here. I don't plan on selling it to anyone for a higher price if you are worried about being scammed. I do not think it would have much actual value, except for a collector like myself.
Well, I was more concerned that it's some, I don't know, crazy powerful thing that's going to turn you into this horrible, powerful villain who's going to, I don't know, murder a bunch of people or something. That was more my concern.
Well,
Happens to me all the time.
you have a wonderful fantasy, my friend. I mean, if I was capable of any of those things, I don't think I would need to hire people such as you for the job. But no, don't worry. I have no such plans.
Insight check.
All right. Go ahead and roll insight.
Hell yeah. And my wisdom isn't shit anymore. Let's go.
Okay. From what you can tell, I mean, you haven't known this person for too long, right? So you can't read their mannerisms too much. But I mean, this old man has been friendly, the whole conversation, and his face didn't change or his mannerisms didn't change in any perceptible way, and the way he's confidently talking about, he seems to be telling the truth. Clearly not willing to share some things, as he's mentioned, but yeah, about that particular sentence, he seems to be telling the truth.
Okay.
Any other questions? Are all of you still interested in the job, knowing what you know now?
I need the money, so I think either way, I need to make this happen. I'm in.
I'm just going to give a silent nod.
That
Well-
seems like a good time.
I keep showing up wherever this fucker goes, so I guess I will be following along.
I thought you didn't know
Hey,
him.
I mean, fantastic.
She's just
What
gonna
did you s-
ignore the "I thought you didn't know him" comment. She's just gonna ignore it.
Good.
You know, lean over to Aimar. No, sweetie. She was obviously she was projecting. She was trying to dodge the question. She does know him.
Good.
Well, he claps his hands together. That's just wonderful. I think we're ready to get started then. Just so you guys are aware, and I hope you do not mind this, but because we are beginning a working relationship where I have, made sure to pick people that I assume will be able to get the job done, but I hope you are not beyond a little test of your capabilities, so to speak, to make sure you are prepared for whatever you face down there. Again, if you are not willing to participate in such tests, you can decide not to, and, well, each of you seem like you've seen plenty of fighting, so I'm not too worried, but I just need to make sure I don't have any freeloaders. You know, it is a lot of money I'm parting with.
Did I notice the barrier whenever we walked in?
Yes.
Okay, and I'm
You're-
going to
Yeah,
going to
you're-
reply then. Was the barrier itself not enough of a test?
Oh, well, the barrier just parted for you specifically as I gave you an invitation. The only people here tested by the barrier itself were these two, this gentleman right here, and he points at Aimar, and this lady. And even then, just because the barrier recognizes to be powerful mages doesn't mean they can use it, right?
Fair
like
enough.
I said, I am just making sure.
Well, let's hear it then. What do you need?
All right. I have hired a temporary contractor that will help me test your abilities. You're going to be fighting some things. I have paid for the experience, and I plan on paying for the stay and the supplies you will need for both the trip and have also already booked rooms for later tonight. You guys would know that it is like evening as you're having this conversation, so you know, since I assume nobody actually made plans for the next night already, it's a welcome thing that accommodation stuff is already paid for as well.
God.
Oh, but I had a party to go to. I'm actually going to be busy. I'm watching. No, I'm kidding.
Man, I was hoping we were going to a party.
Well, maybe we can make it a party. Just hopefully a fun and maybe a little bloody one. And he gives like a small smirk, and then he gets up from the table, from the chair.
Quick
That is
question.
the first comment where Tormund has put his hand over his weapon.
Given that there will apparently be blood, will our accommodations come equipped with bathtubs?
Yes, in fact. I plan on having you stay at the Golden Tankard, and rooms with private baths, exquisite food, breakfast, lunch, and dinner are included.
Okay, I'm in. That's all I needed to hear.
I've
Excellent.
heard the Red Rhino is a really nice place.
Oh, I have heard of it before. It is more of a dump as far as I recall. It is hard to remember the names. There are so many establishments in
I
the
just look
Eternal
over
Bazaar.
at Marcella and go, I am so sorry.
She's just gonna like give him like a smirk, but one of those like, of course you are so sorry, like smirk, like it's like, yeah, of course.
The fighting
just
pits
happy.
there are supposed to be good. Sorry, random.
No, I'm just gonna exclaim that I'm happy. I'm happy to have a place that doesn't take things out of my wallet.
Did the
Oh.
building do that to you? That you may have been a mimic.
I was talking about paying for things, but sure, why not? It could have been a mimic. Anything could be a mimic.
They make them quite big these days.
What's a mimic?
Oh, you'll know it when you see it. Lots of tongue.
I mean, there
Not
was
the
this
lots
one
of
thing.
tongue. No.
Do they like hang from the ceiling? It's like in caves and stuff. Because I didn't like them.
I can't without seeing one. I won't know. But if there was tongue, it probably was a mimic.
That's a stalagmite.
Or a roper.
Oh, you hit it right on the head there, Al.
Yeah, it was a roper, but Elodie doesn't know that.
It's awful things. In the sewers here sometimes. They,
Oh yeah, I'd never go in the sewers. Very
they
bad idea.
help to clean up the more digestible bits of refuse.
Yeah, just ropers in sewers. Very good.
Not again, no.
Alright, thank you,
Will there,
Alex.
will there
Got
be a
that.
purple worm to accompany it?
Can't wait for the sewer arc.
Not again, no.
So,
If there is
are
a
you
sewer
gonna, like,
arc,
pay us ahead of time? Okay.
Oh yeah, you weren't there for the sewer arc.
if
last
there
time,
is a
were you?
sewer arc, I'm gonna need there to be an alligator in there so I can talk to it and make Carrot be an alligator.
Why an alligator?
Because they have a swim speed, so I can talk to it.
What
Else would live?
Oh, that's
What else
fun.
would live in a sewer with a swim?
Crocodile.
Crocodiles.
Well, yeah, I
You
mean,
could talk to the
Dang.
aquatic trash monsters.
yeah, right. Perfect. I love it. Can't wait.
Interior crocodile alligator.
All right. So, with that, the old man's gonna lead the way. This time, as he exits the warehouse, you notice that there is a small kind of previously not visible door. It is smaller than he has to even duck a little bit to fit through it, but it's almost like a emergency exit that is carved into the back wall of this room. But it seems to have been hidden through some kind of magical means as he touches that part of the wall and it parts, opening up. I hope, and he looks at like some of the larger people in our party. I hope everyone can fit through here, but it's preferable to going out there with all the rabble. They're still on the street everywhere, so figured we'd get out here.
I am going to take a look at the door and just stare at the door.
Yeah, you're gonna have to crawl out there.
Oh, oh, honey.
I take off my cloak and I put it down. So please, and then I gesture for Elodie.
Oh, I knew you were a gentleman, even if you don't dress like one.
Can I take the initiative and just walk over it closer towards the door
Yeah, you get on the cloak first.
Oh,
and just start walking towards the door and basically just going first?
Okay.
You're just gonna.
There you go. Go.
I was just saying you're gonna hear Marcella snicker at that, like she found that funny.
And you see Elodie's got a false kind of smile on her face. No, after you, please.
The thing is, are my feet dirty? So now the cloak is dirty.
I'm gonna slide the cloak out of the way and put the cloak that I stole on the ground and gesture for Marcella to cross it as well.
Rolling out the cloak carpet.
Cloak off.
Jeez, Marcella, after you. Marcella?
Oh, you might be muted, Ray. Oh no.
I was just trying to think of what I wanted to do because
Oh,
I could technically
okay, yeah.
I could levitate over the stuff if I really wanted to. I think
Oh.
that's what she would do. She would just levitate over
That's good.
it. Yeah.
How extra do you want to be?
Whatever. And I put it back on, soaking wet or however dirty it is.
Oh my god.
I'll press digitate it so it's nice and clean.
Oh, thank you.
Hi.
Cool.
You all make it
I
outside. You're
controlled.
now on the street, the back street. It is significantly less busy than the other street, but there's always something going on. That's something you've all noticed in the little time that you've been here. Not only is the city huge, it must have a massive population. If a random district like this has so many people walking around and going about their daily business. But yeah, you slowly all make it out. Huron, are you coming out last, I guess? Making sure everyone leaves?
Yep.
Alright. Yeah, the old man is outside just with his hands behind his back. With one hand behind his back and the other one holding his cane. He gives like a small chuckle at the antics that you guys are doing, and then, well, we survived that ordeal, so you're already halfway done with the job. Now, just follow me this way. It's just a couple blocks north. And he begins leading the way through the city streets.
I am just going to continue following, clunking along.
Can I like look around at the people and just see like what kind of people are they like poor? Are they like, you know?
Yeah, make a perception check.
My favorite.
Okay. So, first of all, you notice that there is, you know, some structure to this place, but it's also kind of chaotic with the mixture of random businesses and then living quarters. You know, that it seems to be kind of like jumbled up in a way. Like you walk down the street and you don't know whether or not you're about to find a barber or just a big apartment building. And you notice that the people there are, like, if you had to, like, with a very cursory glance, like, are maybe middle class. There's no one truly rich here, right? No one is, like, no passerbys are dressed in, like, really expensive robes or anything. This is clearly not, like, this is just a residential neighborhood, more or less. You do notice that people wear weapons. This is very commonplace here. You know, just out in the open. There are regular patrols of guards. The guards themselves all not, you know, not having very uniform clothing, except for like several markings that seem to repeat. But like with that cursory glance, you could tell that there are no truly poor people either. You don't see any beggars on the side of a street. You don't see any street musicians or like you know, people in really shabby clothing. At least not out here in the open. It takes you guys about 15 minutes or so of walking and following Riven. As you guys all walk up to a big storefront. It is different than the shops like just opposite of the street. There's a big sign above in like crooked, colorful letters that says Kiba's Beasties. Kiba is spelled like this. Kiba's Beasties. It is also very strangely decorated. It looks like someone tried very hard, but it just looks very out of place compared to like the more organized and clean facades of the other shops. The sign itself hangs slightly crooked, and there are like random sparkling ropes and stars just haphazardly strung along the building. And as you approach the entrance, you even see just random confetti on the ground near the entrance doors.
This looks exciting. I'll be the first one to go inside.
Yeah.
Okay.
Marcella would follow after him.
I'm just continuing to follow the old man.
And I'm in the rear.
This looks exciting.
Alright, so you all walk into this kind of small open shop. There's all kinds of like gadgets and doodads, like a bunch of different chains and ropes and muzzles and stuff like that, presumably meant for pets or beasts. And you see behind a small counter, there is like the counter itself is like reaches maybe up to your waist. There's a like big kind of propped up chair just behind it, and you see sitting on top of it is a small kobold. The kobold itself seems to have something strapped to its back at all times as it like bounces around, and well, it seems to notice you coming in pretty much immediately. Tormound, as you're going in first, he looks at you and yells out, "Oh, I didn't expect any other customers today! Oh, welcome to Kiba's Beasties! Anything you need, pets, beasts, anything your heart desires."
That sounds fantastic. Where do you keep the beasts?
Oh, I'm afraid, for today there are no more beasts. There's a big man that's about to, well, you can be a big man too if you pay for something, but the big man already paid, so there's no beasties today.
Oh,
Maybe in
You
a week
have-
when we get new stock?
Where
do you
did
have
they
any
go?
dogs? Sorry, but priority. Do you have any dogs?
No, I deal with, bigger beasties and, like,
Oh.
like, eat you type of beasties?
Oh.
oh.
And there's the big man! You can ask him about the beasties. And you see, he points at the old man that enters just behind you guys.
Oh. You. Where's the beasties?
Oh,
Kiba's beasties.
Kiba, good to see you again. I hope you've done everything according to my instructions. Yeah, I did, big man. I didn't feed them for 2 days, just like you asked. Just in the back. You wanna take them now, or what do you want with them? And you see Riven respond. Well, that's what we're here for, actually. We're just all coming together. And, yeah, just taking a look, and, well, I mean, if you have enough space back there, maybe we could do what we came here for, you know, and you were gonna sell them to the stadium anyways, right? So, oh yeah, I mean, they're yours, you already paid for them, so whatever you want to do. Feeding pits just back there. You guys sure you guys want anything else, or we go into the beasties?
Fiend pit?
Feeding pit, feeding.
Oh.
Feeding.
Oh, you had me scared there for a second, Kiba. Honestly, you are so funny.
Haha! Yeah, I'm funny. You want to pay for something?
Well, you know, our friend already paid for the beasts. I was just wondering, and you see Elodie kind of like toss her hair over her shoulder and like flutter her eyelashes. Is there anything you could tell us about the beasties, just so that we know how to properly take care of them? You know, we don't want to accidentally like.
Oh yeah,
anything that would
we got the
harm
ones
them.
with the big stingers, and they
Don't
and then
tell him anything.
yep, and then Huron, you interrupt him. But you got something out of him
I
there.
go, yeah.
Like
Could
I
I
said,
buy some
we don't know
food?
what's going to be happening, so we have to be ready for any surprises. So, we're going into this with no information.
But if we can get information, wouldn't it be beneficial to get information so that we're better prepared? Shouldn't that be part of our test?
I'm pretty sure there's not going to be any random shopkeepers in the middle of a crypt telling you exactly what's going to be going on down there.
Tormund goes, sounds fun, and starts skipping towards that area.
Yeah, then the Riven backs you up, Huron, and says, "Well, just listen to Huron. I defer to him here in his expertise, and he's gonna be leading the expedition. So, no more information for them, Kiba. We're gonna go see the beasties now, okay? Maybe before that one gets himself killed, as you kind of start skipping away into the back door."
Okay, well, before we... I should probably... Okay, well, I'm gonna do a thing. Please do not panic and, don't, like, capture him or anything, or try and kill him. And I'm gonna... suspecting that I'm about to go into maybe a combat situation, I'm going to, like... What I imagine she does is, like, clicks her fingers. And I'm gonna summon Ignatius.
Okay. So, out of nowhere, in a little tiny puff of smoke, while Tormund is kind of walking away already, the rest of you guys see, a tiny imp pop out of the middle of nowhere. Do you want to describe his appearance?
Yeah, he's hang on. He's little like red imp, like long horns, big glowing kind of golden eyes, and he's wearing nothing except around his neck he's got a glittery golden like shiny bow tie that Elodie has coerced him into wearing.
Yeah, you see him like pop up in the middle of nowhere, and he pops up pretty close to you, Slag, and suddenly sees a big like chunk of metal like looming down over him, and he like jumps back. What's happening? Oh, where am I? Oh, Elodie, what's happening? And he like flies behind you, like trying to hide behind your shoulder, realizing that just behind you are more unfamiliar people, and he like kind of bounces around through the air. Oh, where are we? This isn't resolved.
No, it's not. We've gone on holiday.
Holiday?
Yes, holiday.
Is it an adventure? Are we gonna have an adventure?
Yes, I wanted to surprise you.
Oh.
Big adventure. Yes.
Oh, I love adventures.
I know. And I noticed I left that like two-piece suit out for you. Did you not want to wear it?
No, I'm fine. I like the breeze. Stop making me wear things.
Okay. I apologize for his nakedness. She turns to the others. I keep trying to get him to wear proper clothes, and he just.
Oh, she's pretty, and he just like it completely speaks over you and flies over, like hovering just in front of your face, Marcella. This like little imp. Oh, you're so pretty.
She's just gonna kind of like step back a little bit and be like, "Thank."
Oh, you want to be my woman?
Tormund has stopped walking.
No, I don't. No, I don't know.
He flies back to you, Elodie, hovering in front of your face. Can I have her? I want this one. She's pretty.
No,
Excuse me? You want? What is he fucking talking about?
I'm
Go
sorry.
over and grab onto her forearm, and we're gonna like pull her towards the door area.
Okay, Ignatius,
Oh,
we
she's
talked
leaving.
about this. Yes, we're gonna go with her in a minute before you go running off.
Okay.
We talked about this. You can't just like go up to people and like claim them like that. It's
But
not
you said they like compliments. I gave her compliments.
Yes,
She's
but
pretty.
not like that. And I think she's a bit odd and doesn't like compliments. I
Oh,
don't know what's wrong
You
with her.
think
but
she
there you
doesn't
go.
like me? And you see him like kind of droop
Oh,
his head a little
no,
bit.
She just doesn't know you, sweetie. And if you just come on too strong, it's just, too much. You've got to like finesse. Okay? You'll make her like you. Just need time. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. Well, we are, I think, gonna go and fight some stuff now.
Ooh,
okay.
Can I have a steed? I want this one. And he flies over to you, Slag, and sits on top of your head.
Oh, that's
Forward!
I know he looks
To
like
battle!
No, he's not. That's not Nev, Ignatius. I know it looks like Nev. It's not.
Oh, he
Nev.
like donks on your head, and you hear like a little bonk, 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 bonk as he like, oh, it sounds like Nev.
I know.
I'm going to reach up and grab him by his bow tie.
Oh, dang it! Now, steed, behave yourself.
And I'm just going to slowly and I'm holding a dirty tissue rag in front of me, and just like drop him in front of Elodie.
Oh, thank you. I'll like pick him up. Ignatius, that's not no. I'm sorry. What was your name, sir? I don't think I got your name.
Flag.
Oh, ew. No. I am not. Thank you very much. How dare you? I am. In fact, I would never.
Oh, do I attack him? Did he say bad word?
Yes, that was. I don't know what I have done, sir, to offend you.
You said yes to when he asked to attack him, so let me.
Yeah. He truly is a chaos gremlin. Yeah.
Does a 13 hit you?
Who are you talking to?
To you.
I don't know what that
so
means. And
this means that you look in your character sheet at the AC, the big shield, and if the AC is more than the number I tell you, then it misses you, basically. Or
okay, no, it does not hit me.
Yeah. So basically, he tries to bite you, not realizing that you're made fully of metal and he doesn't really aim very well, so he just almost chips one of his teeth on your breastplate and then backs up. This one's tough. I'm gonna have to use my big weapons.
I'm going to raise a fist and then just flick him with my finger.
Okay. So make me a strength, a straight strength check, which is an unarmed attack roll.
Okay.
So you click on
just click the strength.
In your character sheet. Yeah, in normal.
And then ability check.
Yes, it's ability check, not a save.
Okay, and normal.
Okay. You don't flick hard enough to do damage, but enough to bounce him right back at you, Elodie, so you can catch him with your hands.
Okay. Ignatius, I meant that he offended me. You don't have to attack him.
Okay.
It's okay. Please don't. No. Okay. I am sorry that he attacked you, sir. Whatever it is that your name is, I don't know why.
It is Slag.
Oh, that's your name. Who named you? What was wrong with your parents that they named you that?
My father named me. I thought it was a fine name.
No, it's how about I give you a new name? How about that? Because I that's a very no. How
Whatever
about...
suits you, and I'm going to just turn around and start walking away.
Elodie is not paying attention.
You guys ready?
She's thinking. She's like, no, Simon. No, that doesn't. Oh, what about Glass? We could call you backwards Glass.
I've already started walking.
Elodie's
Basically
not
walked away and
realizing
paying attention.
It turns out most people have left you already.
Yeah.
Elodie, you're just kind of behind now. You're gonna have to catch up with the group.
I just tap your shoulder lightly. I say, he's gone.
Oh, well, he did say I could call him whatever. It's Glass. I think, is that a good name? Do you think that's an acceptable? I know he's not made of glass, but it's backwards. I thought it was quite clever.
Your Highness, we have a test to get on with.
Right, yes, that. Ignatius, when I tell you to, when we get to the fighting, then you can fight things, okay?
Okay. Can I eat them?
Is he allowed to eat? I don't like him doing it, but, it makes him happy, so is he allowed to eat?
He can certainly try, but it ain't gonna be pretty.
Okay, well, you can try. There you go, Ignatius. I believe in you. She's gonna give him a little pat on the head.
Okay.
And then she's gonna start following behind everyone else.
Adventure!
I think I produce a little from a pocket or something. I produce a little piece of food or something. I'm like, here you go. Don't eat me.
What kind of food are you giving him?
I imagine it's some sort of roasted meat or some sort of hardened
He almost bites your finger off. He sees the meat.
Oh.
Oh god. Oh, juicy meat. Oh, thank you. I'm not gonna eat you.
Good. Very
you
good.
Nice to Iggy. I don't eat you. Policy.
Very good. And then I sort of walk with them. I'm all right, this is very good.
Okay. Perfect. So, you guys follow the group. At some point, you are being led kind of down stairs and then further into a tunnel. You're a little bit below ground at this point. The way is lit by torches as you go, and then you you notice the path opening up into a large kind of cavern-like structure. You also hear like some growls and like random clacking noises and like other things just beyond. You can't see anything there though, but you do notice there's now a giant pit. I'm going to get you guys to a different map.
Boy, oh boy.
First map, oh yay!
Ooh, let's go.
Oh my gosh!
Here's some map.
And then let me know if there's any issues with loading, if your tokens work and you can control them, things like that. The reason why the middle
it's
might be
loading.
black for some of you guys, if you have dark vision, it may be like grayed, but basically the middle is dim light because the torches don't reach all the way.
Is it supposed to be all the way to the right of the screen?
It is not, no.
Hold down
you
right
just-
click and you can
Right,
move the
I
map
can move
around.
it around, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I can
Fun,
change
okay,
this a
I got
little.
it.
Right. But yeah, zoom in and out with mouse wheel and hold right click to move the map.
It's all black?
Alrighty, we are back.
And we fixed Ty's problem, so that's good.
Yay, clap.
They fixed me, everyone.
I don't know about that.
Completely. Totally fine now. Everything is fixed.
Nothing will go wrong.
Yeah.
And nothing will go wrong.
Also, I will say, Ray, I do
everything's
love the
wrong.
sizing of everything.
Oh, thank you.
Chat is big enough, you know.
Mhm.
The map is big enough, especially if you zoom in.
Yeah,
So,
that's what I was. Yeah,
It's a good setup.
because I was doing like this, and it seems to be like perfect, like this. I could go over a little bit more.
Yeah, definitely going a bit more. Yeah, perfect. Okay. All right. So we'll continue right where we left off with you guys stepping into this pit. The old man walks past you guys and following Kiba. And you guys notice there are two orcs. They look pretty much identical. Both like you know, they're most likely related. Pretty tall looking fellas. Both of them like holding these kind of clubs. One of them is actually using one of their clubs to prop himself up. And you notice just a tiny like snoring as he seems to be asleep standing. Kiba notices this right away, walks up to the two of them, and looks at the one that's awake. I didn't tell you you could sleep on the job. I think your donk can you bonk and wake him up. The orc kind of just grunts in approval, not responding though, and lifts up his club and gives his brother / compatriot a bonk on the head. The other one like wakes up, and Kiba's like, I told you for the third time you don't sleep on the job. I don't know if it was you or your brother I caught last time, but you're gonna get a good bonking. We have customers. You gotta be staying at attention. What am I paying you for? And the orc that just woke up like kind of lowers his head in apology. Again, not responding though. And Kiba turns back to you guys. Okay, we're done. All right. So you wanna take the beasties with you? Like, you know, you paid for them. What do you want to do with them? I'm sorry, I'm having a very weird bug right now that's distracting the shit out of me. My volume keeps going up and down randomly. I'm not touching anything on my computer.
Oh, wait.
So I'm having to fix that right now because it's bothering the shit out of me. Could I...
Volume for what?
like my whole PC volume, but like I'm not touching anything.
We fixed
it on-
one person and now we broke another.
It's like something, like maybe some dirt stuck in one of the things. Be on my keyboard? No, but I'm not touching my keyboard at all. How is it moving?
It's haunted.
It is actually haunted and so annoying.
Also, you don't have special headphones that like you can turn up and down the volume on your computer with your
Oh,
headset.
oh, I can actually. It might have been my headphones that are stuck somewhere. Okay, let me move that wheel a little bit. That's a good shout. Okay, I moved the wheel. I think it stopped. I think there was something stuck in my headphone or something in the wheel, and it kept like going up and down. Okay, all right. Hope that stops. Bug.
It was a bug actually stuck in your headphones. It was messing with things.
Oh no. Please no. Alright, sorry, that was a I got so distracted. But yeah, Riven responds, "Oh, no, we're fine just right here if you don't mind us making a bit of a mess of your feeding pit. I just brought these guys, you know, to test their skills a little bit against your beasties. If you don't mind." Oh no, that's fine. It's completely fine. I mean, no, I've had an unfortunate accident or two, so I mean, feeding's pit sturdy and everything should be fine. You know, just don't let the big one climb out, and we're all good. So you want him to fight him, or you just like, how you want to do this? And Riven turns to you, Huron. You wanna sit out for the moment, see what they can do? I mean, I know you're not gonna be able to resist the fun, but
I'll try my best, but we do need to make sure these guys are squared up and ready to go.
all right. Well, how about
I'm
you
going
all
to
get down
say,
there?
I'm gonna say I know where this is going. Draw my axe and just start heading. Just like I guess.
Yeah.
Can I
so
jump? Can I jump?
You can choose to
look
jump
over?
down. It's about 15 feet down, or you can choose back here, like on the left side of the map that you can't see, is a like little staircase that leads below, and like you see these two pillars down here. Like
I'm going to
there's
jump
a-
down.
Yep. All right.
I am also going to jump down,
All right.
but in a very like acrobatic fashion with like a backflip.
Okay.
Superhero entrance.
All right. Who's jumping and who's walking?
I'm walking.
Can I go up to Donk and Bonk
Yep.
and say in Orcish?
Uh huh.
So what? Any tips about what we are gonna face down there? You know.
Oh, you speak the language. Oh,
Yes.
oh,
Yes,
oh,
I do.
nice to meet you, pretty lady.
Too
Just
charming.
just watch out. You know, they like to they like to eat meat. You know, we haven't fed them in this few days. They're gonna be very angry.
Oh, good. Lovely. Well,
Oh, and don't get thrown by the big one.
I will try my best not to. Thank you very much.
Okay. I'll go down with you, pretty lady.
Yeah.
And either Donk or Bonk, you're not really sure which
one
one
of them. One of them.
follows you down. The other
Hell
one.
yeah.
So do I need to do anything special to jump
Here.
down?
Nope. Just move your token down.
Okay. Well, I didn't know if there was like
Yeah.
checks or.
There will be
Flippy.
checks, but I'm first making sure I know who is jumping and who's walking.
Oh, I'm
So
jumping
far,
Okay.
yeah. Okay, Marcella's jumping. Huron, are you walking or jumping? Oh no, you're staying up, right?
Yeah,
right,
I'm
right,
staying up there.
Yeah, of course. Okay. So everyone that jumped, make me either a acrobatics or an athletics check. Your choice.
Just click
Athletics for the superhero landing and acrobatics for the backflip.
It, right? Damn it.
So I just do athletics for just like straight
you
up
can
jumping
choose,
down.
basically, right? So like for them,
Rolling
they're very dexterous characters, so it's better for them to use acrobatics, right? To like make a roll or something as they land. You are just you're using your strength, so you can use athletics to.
Gotcha.
So because that's your better stat as well.
No big deal.
Okay.
Hmm.
All right. So, Slag, you jump down. Your feet kind of sinking into the sand for a moment as you like buckle your knees and just with pure strength, just and you got all hear like a loud thud, and the sand around you kind of like dissipates in a few directions from the impact. But yeah, you land just fine. Just behind you, you see Tormound kind of almost tumble over the edge. But what looks to be a tumble ends up being a practice maneuver as he does a genuine backflip, landing in a flourish perfectly on the ground.
With my rapier in hand.
Yeah, and Marcella, usually I would describe this, but I think for the first session it would be fun as you're gonna go right after Tormound. How are you gonna fail?
So while she's jumping, because Tormound tried to grab her hand right before, she kind of was like thinking about the fact that he might try to grab her again, and over flips, so she's gonna land probably on her butt, and then be like fucking hell when she lands on the ground.
Okay. Not as graceful, but you got down there. Didn't take any damage. It's sand. At least
I of course
cushioned your
reach to
fall.
help Marcella up. I extend my hand.
She doesn't take it. She just stands up on her by herself and like dusts off herself with the sand that's probably on her outfit.
Okay.
I'm going to
Right.
make sure that since I dug into the sand a little bit in my jump, I'm just going to shake the sand off my feet.
Okay. You see behind you, just above, about the 15-20 feet above, you see Riven sit down in this massive stone chair, prepared for just such an occasion. Usually, most likely populated by the much smaller Beastmaster, Kiba, the Kobold. But he has obviously let his honored customer take his usual seat. And yeah, he sits down and he just looks at you, Huron, and tells him, "Well, you got this from here. You know, just I think maybe we'll do things one by one. We have the two beasties that we paid for. I'm gonna whisper you which beasts. Hold on." What do you think? Which one should they fight first? You know, we'll see how they handle things.
I mean, if it was up to me, we're able to make it a real test. All at once.
Oh, I like I like that. Yeah. How about we start with one and then add the other? You know, spice things up. Maybe you can go help them if they're struggling. All right. Yeah, you open that hatch first. There, Mr. Bunk. Time to get what I paid for. Plus, this will be fun. You see like a little bit of a smile on his face again. He seems to be genuinely looking forward to this spectacle.
Do we
I have a
overhear
bad feeling about this.
them talking about like all of that?
Yes, it's a very echoey place, so it's unless someone's like really quiet and whispering, you're gonna hear most conversation.
I'm gonna call back to them. You know what might be a good idea is if Huron here joined us so that we could test our team building skills. You know, we're going to be working together. Shouldn't we like learn how to cooperate together sooner rather than later?
First, we need to make sure you're actually going to be able to survive. That's the first test.
Okay,
Can
but
you
we need
win?
to make it how we survive with you in our team. Maybe you'll drag us down. Who knows?
I can handle myself. I've dealt with this type of thing before.
But we don't know that. How can we trust you to have our backs if you don't have our backs now?
May I remind you who's going to be the one leading this expedition?
And how can we trust you to lead the expedition if we don't know what you're capable of?
May I also remind you who has the boss, who's got the boss's ear, and can suggest you get removed from this.
I'm just trying to make sure that his expedition is a success. I'm not the one trying to jeopardize it.
Still put the damn great. Let's tell that to
as you look down there, Bonk has followed the previous command, and the grate is already open as he slid it to the side, and Bonk is currently running the fuck away.
Oh god.
He runs to the door, closes the gate behind him, and comes up here. You guys all hear a chittering noise, little clicks and clacks coming from the southern end of the arena, the open grate. The first thing you guys see is a claw poking out, and then quickly followed by the rest of the body, as a giant scorpion comes into view. And right after him, almost like tripping over the other one, with loud hisses and more clacking noises as it clacks together its front claws, another one, and then a third approach right behind. You hear just behind those three, there are much louder noises coming up, but these are the first, and with that, I need everyone to roll initiative. Now we're gonna, since it's the first time we're doing this, we're gonna make sure this all works. I don't think I need to start a combat, I think it will automatically work, but just in case, let me do it first, before you guys do your own rolls.
Is there a specific spot to click for that?
Yes, so there is an
on your
initiative.
character sheet, right next to your armor class, and just next to the left of your strength, is the thing that says initiative or any.
I.
Yeah, so
Any.
click on your token and then click initiative. It should work, and then
We all got 80s, no outies.
Yeah, I was gonna make that joke.
nice.
Well, guess I was quicker on the initiative on it. Ha ha!
Sorry, where
Bah,
is
bah, bah.
initiative? I'm not seeing where initiative is.
To the left of strength.
Do you want me rolling initiative as well for this, or
No, not yet.
not yet? Okay.
You're gonna be able to choose more or less when you want to jump in, maybe in
Yep.
a round or two.
All right. Sweet. I have
Or
two
Just
pages
at
never.
the
then.
top of the round, I'll ask basically.
Yeah.
All right.
Maintaining sabotaging
Hold on,
us.
I feel so stupid right now. Where is initiative? Oh, wait, I
It's
see it.
I and
see it. Okay, I got it. Sorry.
Perfect.
I didn't.
You might also want to zoom. Oh no, I need to. Never mind. You're fine. It's good. Good.
Scorpio.
I had your stream paused like an idiot, and I was like, why is it not moving?
Yeah, I was
Alright.
being a silly little goose, not realizing that I meant initiative. Sorry, guys.
It's okay, I didn't know it either until somebody said I and I stood for initiative.
Haha. Oh, you're perfectly fine. Okay, I mean, this was so easy, I didn't have to do anything, so I'm going to click start combat. Go. Then, okay, so down here I have the next turn. I'm and I can go previous turn too? Yes, okay,
yep.
good. Alright, nice. So, which one of these three goes first? The middle one.
You can ping which combatant it is as well.
Oh, I
Yeah,
completely forgot. I was going to send you a module that lets you do little coloured dots on them, and I completely forgot to do it. That's my fault.
That's okay. I mean, who cares? Fine. We don't need to be too fancy as long as it works. All right. So first up, the scorpion that was the most eager looks to be starving. You can see it even salivating out of its front mandibles, as like tiny little bits of acid drip on the ground, and the poison and acid kind of like sizzling in the sand, as it like vaults over its companion, very eager to eat the offered snacks. He's immediately going to run up to Tormund, and is going to attack you twice with its claws.
Alright. Can I
So-
use defensive duelist to try and evade?
You can. Let's remember in what situation. So I think it believes it takes a.
It says when you are
reaction
wielding a
from-
finesse weapon, which I am.
Yes. So so you can use your reaction after you've been hit. So I'll first, like, you might not even be hit, right? So it's
Okay,
something you
gotcha.
can use if you're like barely being hit. Then you can cause it to miss, right?
Gotcha.
So we have. Oh, I can just do this once. Click it twice. Easy. All right. We have an 8 to hit
Yes.
and an 18 to hit.
That hit, so I will use defensive duelist.
Okay, that uses your reaction. Just that's something you'll need to be aware of in the future. So when you use that, you're not going to be able to opportunity attack and stuff. All right. So as the first mandible, just you dodge easily out of the way, just bending backwards. Not mandible, claw. The second claw swings over from your right side. You quickly draw your rapier, do a little backstab, and parry it to the side without pushing too much on it, but using its own momentum for it to entirely miss you. And yeah, having exhausted its energy for that turn, this one is done.
In the midst of parrying, I turn and look at Marcella and wink.
She's just gonna roll
Is he
her
robot-y
eyes.
for anybody else or just me?
It's just you.
Just you. Anybody standing near her is just gonna hear her like ugh, like gross, and then she's gonna like roll her eyes when he winks.
I do find it kind of surprising that
Did that help?
Like, I don't know why it says Al character. Change this.
Mine's fine.
Hmm.
Oh,
It does-
it's the
it
token.
shows
Hold on.
Aimar in the comment log, or does it show?
No,
I mean, I
no,
can update it.
I know how to do
Here.
this.
I already did. I was just making sure.
Oh.
Oh, there we go. Now I can hear people again. I wonder if
we're back.
issues.
That's weird.
Yeah, no, that was weird. Did everyone else lag out too?
No, I was just hearing
No.
everybody was robot-y.
Guess
Oh.
only some of you guys were lagging.
That was fine.
Hmm.
But I guess that makes
Check
sense.
what I
what
was
your
going
ping
to
says on
say-
Discord.
Yeah.
Was
How do
that
you
as I parry, I turn and look at Marcella and give a little like, oh
Yeah.
my god, did you see that?
Ray actually reacted to that one, but you probably couldn't hear it.
Yeah, so Marcella like rolls her eyes and like just is like ugh, like she doesn't say gross, but like that's like she's like whatever, gross.
Okay. And next in the initiative, Aimar.
Yeah.
Tormund on
So
deck.
this one here, I think is within range. Yeah, I'm just going to cast Eldritch Blast at it.
Yeah.
Alright.
Just standard. There. Okay. Roll attack. Normal. Very good. I hope a 26 hits. Oh, that's cool.
Yes, 26 hits.
Alrighty. Yeah.
All right. Would you
I
like to
point-
describe to me how you're
Yeah, so I have.
how
I pull out
you're
a-
using the Eldritch Blast?
I pull out a like a magic wand looking thing. It has like a little gem in the top, and I point, and then a green, like a Mountain Dew colored beam comes out of it, and it just shoots directly into like one of the claws of the scorpion. That's what those are called. And then I point and I say, "Haha!" And that is the end of my turn.
You have a second beam. by the way, sir.
Yeah,
he's
you have
he's
second.
got
do?
a he's got a bit of a special
Ooh.
character with some things changed, and he can only cast Eldritch Blast once a turn. He
Ooh.
has some other stronger things, but
Yeah.
he can
Roger
only
that.
cast
That was
Eldritch
one of the
Blast
things
once.
I gave up.
Yep,
Oh.
Roger that.
I forgot you could cast that twice normally.
you can, yes.
Yeah, it's like the one spell that doesn't have standard spell
Yeah.
progression.
Yeah, but as your cantrip decided to change that.
Yes.
Yeah, but you got extra spell slots. So.
Yeah. That's,
Alright.
I believe that's the end of my turn. I don't have any
Yep.
bonus actions.
Yeah,
so.
unless you're moving anywhere.
No, not yet. I have meat shields.
Okay, alright. Tormund, you can follow up on your wink.
Yeah, so after the wink, I go, watch this. And I leap into the air and come in a downwards fashion towards what I assume is the head or facial area of the one that has
Yep.
been attacking
Alright.
me with my rapier. I just click rapier.
Yep.
And hit. Oh, come on. I didn't go. I'll roll this one. Got it. Then attack, right?
Yep.
Alright.
And with a very elegant jump and like looking back at Marcella to try to show off, you don't notice that the scorpion has moved just a little bit to the side and you stab right into the sand.
Alright. Now embarrassed. I believe I have
Extra attack.
every
yes.
move I can do an extra attack. Yeah.
Yep.
So I'm gonna take the extra attack and be like
Yep.
meant to do that and stab sideways into the like a sideways slash into the side of the
Yep.
scorpion.
Yep. Just go ahead and roll again. Just click on the attack again.
Okay.
Yeah, you don't actually have to click on the rapier again. You could theoretically just click on the attack again in chat, which is nice. Okay, that one hits as you slash
Oh, I
into
see.
its
I
flank.
see. Okay.
So roll damage.
Okay. Normal.
11 damage. All right. Doing anything else, or is that your turn?
I
Have a bonus action in case you have it for something, but I don't.
I
think you
don't
do?
need to use that right now, so
Yeah, you
I
don't
think
need
after
to
the
heal or
stab, I'm just gonna move back slightly.
Okay. So
Um,
remember, he will get an opportunity attack if you
Yeah.
move out of its range.
That's okay. I'm gonna move back in
Okay.
hopes that it will maybe
Miss.
focus on
Yeah.
another
So it'll
person.
try to attack you with its claw. It's a nat one. First nat one of the campaign, and
Woo!
it's me.
Oh, yay!
Go
And it was
ahead,
Elodie,
do it.
yay!
Have
Damn,
to
do it.
scorpion!
Ray, you should have the honor.
Yeah.
Well, we already
Alright.
have one on there, so it's already counting it. So the next nat one, we will be able to do the command.
Okay. Gotcha.
Perfect. All right. That's your turn, Tormund.
Yeah, all done.
All right. Oh, did I just accidentally delete you out of the What happened?
Oh, he's
Help!
gone. It's
Dead.
that one.
Okay, you're
I'm
back,
back.
Fucking dead.
but you're not in the combat anymore, so
I think if he rolls initiative,
I can
yeah, just
change it. Hold on. Can I not like
It was an
manually
18,
change
I
it?
think.
I think
Yeah, I know.
the token got renamed.
It did. I'm
as
trying
well.
to I'm trying to figure out how to manually change initiative, so I haven't figured that out yet.
I'll just fight again.
You don't know that either.
I've never had to do it.
Oh, there you go. What was it?
18?
18. Yeah. All
There
right.
you go. Perfect.
Somehow I changed it back to T-Bart character. Fix that stuff after the session as well. All right, but before it is Iggy's turn, something else creeps out of the grate. But this thing barely fits. It has to use its many limbs and giant claws to lift itself out. But it is just as frenzied as its brethren. It also is quite a bit larger.
Oh shit.
So, this one will... run at you, Slag. Right.
Oh boy.
It's gonna try to attack you twice with its claws. Just like
Question:
its
does it need to be on the
claws.
initiative table?
It does, and it should be because I made it visible, but I need to click in the initiative table again to make it
There we
visible.
go. Okay.
Because I had rolled the initiative beforehand, and then it was just invisible.
Which one is bigger? Like, I guess I can have her to.
What do you mean?
Like, they all say giant, but one of them is more giant.
Yes. It shouldn't actually... That's strange why I didn't think I would have that enabled, the showing the things below. But yeah, it's called Titan Scorpion. It's just a beefed up version of a giant scorpion.
Oh, I can't see that part, but.
No, because it shows the original still.
Yeah, it's all good. It's number
Ah.
17 on the initiative tracker, so.
Yep, but it actually
Good enough.
it should be fine now.
Yeah.
When you mouse over them on the tokens, you can see which one they
Yeah.
are in initiative order as well.
And I changed it in the initiative order as well. Okay.
Oh, there we
Well,
go.
that's perfect. Alright. So yeah, 2 claws attack on you. Okay. It's a 14 to hit,
Nope.
and then 19 to hit.
19 hits.
Alright. So as it slashes you with its claw, you take 10 bludgeoning damage. And you are grappled as its giant claw grabs around your big metal body. Being grappled means that your speed is reduced to 0 until you've escaped. You can escape by either using an action to escape or just accept being grappled and smash the thing while you're grappled. Either way, your speed is reduced to 0 while you have this condition.
Okay.
So I think with Foundry I can give you a nice little condition. We assigned status effects. My god, I have to zoom in so much. Tiny.
Yep.
Now, question: since I took, you said 10 damage, do I need to adjust my HP or something? Like,
Yes, that is up to you. So when I tell you to 10 damage, you'll have to adjust your current HP, not your max
Okay.
HP.
Okay. How?
To the left hand. Under your portrait.
Oh, current
left
hit points.
hand.
Okay, so I
Yeah.
so I change it to 62. Okay.
You can also right-click on the token, and then instead of doing the math in your head, you can
Oh,
just
yeah, you can just.
highlight it and type -10 or however much damage, and it will math for you.
Okay.
There's no grapple condition. There's everything else. There's like restrained, prone, whatever. Okay, doesn't matter. Just have to remember. Okay,
If there's no grapple condition, clearly I'm not grappled.
clearly, yes. Alright, Iggy.
Oh, it's probably not in the SRD.
Yeah.
He moves separately from you, right? Or does he move on your turn?
Yeah, he moves separately. He has his own initiative.
Right.
Let's see. Well, he has. Let me check his speed. I think it's.
I'm almost thinking, I know in like other, it might actually be easier to still have it on your turn. It has its own turn, but it'll just be easier
But
that
on
way.
my turn.
Yeah, I think even
Yeah.
though the Find Familiar says that, for ease of play,
Mhm.
we'll do that. So in the
Okay.
future, you guys are gonna be on the same
Okay.
turn.
Okay. Let's do. Well, he is feeling bloodthirsty, so he's gonna go 5, 10. Out of the way, Tormound. 5, 30. And he's gonna try and. do a stinger on this guy, even though it's probably not going to do very much. But I don't think he can bite because it says beast form only, so I presume he can't do. So he's going to do his stinger.
Alright.
Oh, well. Well done, Iggy.
Alright, that one misses.
Okay, well, that's wonderful. Yeah, he doesn't have any bonus actions, so that's gonna be his turn.
Alright,
So he doesn't
what about you?
get an opportunity attack. Alright, well, I'm gonna do something hopefully a little bit more successful. I am going to... Which wall do I fancy casting is the question. Okay, I'm gonna do Wall of Light.
Okay.
And I'm gonna cast it... like...
Can you tell me the dimensions of it again?
Hang on.
Real quick, how do I look at, like, when I'm looking at my spell book, how do I, like, do I just click on it to, does that roll it, or do I just, I'm just trying to get more information on which spells are which
Usually a
again.
little die next to anything that you have to use dice roll on.
But otherwise,
Oh.
you should be able to click on it. Like if you click on the name,
Okay,
it'll extend it, or hover over it. It should.
got
this
it. All right,
show
I
as
just
well.
didn't want to accidentally start rolling things.
Yeah, I think that those have a dice.
I
symbol
see.
that
I see. I had to highlight over the dice once. Okay, got it.
And then I'm gonna put it here.
Okay.
So all three of those guys need to roll a DC saving throw, 17 Constitution.
What's Constitution? Okay.
Constitution.
All right. So these guys are gonna go first. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. This one rolled a nat 20, the top one. I feel like my nat 20s and nat 1s shouldn't count, to be honest. To the counter. But yeah, this one succeeded. All of the the one on the right succeeded, and the other two on the left failed. So the big guy on the left failed, and this one failed. This one succeeded.
Oh, that should roll the damage. There we go. So the ones that succeed take half damage and do not get blinded, but the one that failed is now blinded.
Right? Two of them failed actually. So.
Yep. And it can make a Constitution saving throw at the end of each of its turns to try and reach the points.
I will be a lot faster with everything as soon as I get used to things. I'm gonna need to learn some like better commands too. I also don't like that I have to switch back between the chat and the initiative. I need to I don't know if I can initiate.
Oh, you can pop it out.
How do I pop it out? Ah, right click. Yeah. Oh, that's so
Yeah.
much better. Okay.
Also, there's this thing up top. I don't know what that is.
Did combat tracker.
Oh, I've never seen that before. That's different.
It's a module.
Ah,
Oh, did that just pop up because I did this?
I
Or was
think
it
so,
there?
yeah.
Okay.
Ray had it, I didn't, but
Sorry,
you
what
played-
did I have?
No, you have the combat thing at the top of the stream,
Oh yeah.
and it just popped up for me as well. But I think you did that manually, and it happened automatically for me.
This just popped up when we rolled initiative. It just popped up like that.
Yeah, it's
Huh.
a module it's called like combat tracker or something. I use it for mine as well. It just
Weird.
shows combat tracker at the top rather than just having to do it from the side.
Yeah.
Weird, it just happened to me now, but that's fine.
Yeah, I don't know, but either way, I know random is still like.
No, I'm
he's
good
still on
now.
his leg. You're good. Okay, perfect. You didn't miss anything. So Elodie, you stretch out your hands and effortlessly summon a giant wall of radiant light that sears into the scorpions. You see them like reel back and chittering as their senses are blinded. You gonna move anywhere, or is that your turn?
I'll move back a little bit. I don't like it.
All right. This one is gonna go 15. Oh, I can just use this one too. Okay, can reach Marcella. So Marcella, you're gonna get Scorpion Hug.
After me.
This one though isn't using its claws. It tries to sting you with its giant back stinger. So does a 14 hit you?
No.
Okay, it misses. You dodge to the side as the stinger kind of smashes into the sand, and then it's your turn.
So because this little bastard tried to get me, I am going to whip my trident up, like flip it around all cool like, and be ready to stab down on it. But I want to use a cantrip with my thing, if that makes sense, with my action. So I don't know how, am I rolling the cantrip or am I rolling the thing first?
I think you just rolled the regular damage and then you roll the cantrip damage separately.
Okay, how do I... Okay. So...
Yeah, for those like buffs and like shadow blades and stuff like that you add damage to, just roll your regular thing and then be like, okay, and I'm using this with it.
So do I roll attack now? Since I just put it in chat.
Click on attack and then it should... Oh, okay, 12.
Okay.
That misses.
That misses, okay. So I'm gonna use the cantrip booming blade. So if the scorpion tries to like move even 5 feet out of the thing, they will take damage, lightning damage, I believe it is.
Okay, but that only works if you hit, which you did.
Does it? Okay, all right. I wasn't sure. Okay.
Yeah.
So then never mind.
Yeah. And you are a rogue, so I mean, you don't have. Do you have anything with dual wielding? No, you're just using the trident in both hands, right? Okay. All right. Just making sure. All right, then. Last scorpion. This one is blind, so it's just charging forward blindly right at you, Tormound.
Oh, good.
Gonna try to sting you, but it has disadvantage because of blind, right?
Yeah, that feels right.
Yeah, that sounds about how.
Okay, that's a 9 to hit.
It's a what?
Was a 9 to hit.
Okay.
With the disadvantage. Yep, it just
He
smacks
missed.
into the ground because it's blind. And he gets to roll for the
Can't
blindness.
hear
right?
anybody again.
Elodie, I can roll, right? For get out of the blindness. Is it the same con save?
At the end.
Yeah.
Con save.
So you missed, I think. I didn't hear what you had. You rolled.
I missed. Yeah, I missed.
Yeah, you missed.
Yeah.
Okay, 13, so it fails. Alright. Slag, it's your turn.
Okay,
Don't feel stressed. Ask
I have
questions.
questions.
Yeah. So,
How do I link a move to chat?
yeah, so you just click on the roll button, it'll put it in chat, and it's not like gonna
It's
take
not
your
actually
stuff
gonna
away.
roll.
Well, it should show the thing too.
Even if it does, it won't like take
that's
the
telling me to
units away from you.
cast.
Yeah.
I don't want to cast it yet. I just want to ask about it.
Oh, I just realized nothing is prepared for you, and you prepare them. Oh, these are the things that you prepared. There's a button for that. I didn't know that. I'm just making everything green for you.
Oh, okay.
All right. So, what's your question?
How do I post it in chat? Because I tried to hit the dice button and it just asked me to roll.
It doesn't. What? Oh, what is it that you're trying to post?
Thunderwave.
Ah, yes. So
If I use that and they fail, does that ungrapple me then? Because it's basically like me shooting electricity out from myself.
yeah, especially because they get pushed. Yes, for sure.
Okay, so
The
that would
important thing-
ungrapple me.
Yes, the important thing to note is that Thunder Waves hits everyone in a 15-foot radius, which means you would be hitting both Marcella and Aimar with it as well.
Wait, is it radius?
Yes.
Yep.
Oh,
It's a cube, but same thing.
oh, I didn't know that.
15 foot originated from him, so it's you would
Oh,
you would be hitting
I
them
think
as
that's
well.
a cross.
It trust me.
Alright.
It says cube, so
15 foot originating from him, so 15 foot in
Around then.
north and to the right. South.
well, I mean, at this point, I don't know these other people, so I'm not exactly too worried about their safety.
Alright.
As much as an
That's good,
asshole in
yeah.
the real life that would be, but
Okay. Then click on the dice button and then just
okay.
cast it at first level, and I think if it consumes a spell slot, so good.
Yes. What is place measure
I think
template?
it'll let you like measure, just use it, and then I think you center it on yourself, and then you'll see the.
Oh, okay. So centered on my. Wait. This is.
Here, let me do it here.
Why does this look
Oh
so
yeah,
weird?
yeah, okay. Oh, never mind. 15. Al was right.
Yeah.
Al was right. I'm sorry.
Why does this look
Centered
so
on
weird?
it.
Okay.
I did it for you.
Oh, you did it? Okay.
Can you see it?
Yeah, I can
Yellow?
see it, but I still have it on me, and it's just acting. So I just click it now.
I mean, no, the template is just to give you like I'm gonna delete it again.
Oh.
The template
Well,
is just to give you.
How do I get rid of my template?
You hover, so there's going to be a little like symbol if you create the template. Put your cursor over it and press the delete key.
Actually, you have to in the
okay,
top
okay,
left.
I just did it.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
okay.
Oh,
And
you did.
so now I use that, and now how do I actually use it?
So in the chat, it actually posted
Oh.
the chat, and now in the chat you can see you can. So first of all,
okay.
like now the important thing is that before you roll damage, I'm gonna roll saves,
Right.
which is DC 13 Constitution.
I
Is
think
it
it
really
also.
only DC 13? Shouldn't you have much higher spell?
Is it not using his correct,
Attribute?
yeah, for spell casting? If you go in his spell book, I think it is, because I had to change mine.
Where
Yeah, if you
do
go to spell book
change
at the bottom right.
Oh
it
yeah,
says
spellcasting ability, wisdom.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know why it was okay.
Yeah, it wasn't charisma for me. I
Alright.
don't change mine.
Okay, so it should be higher. Alright. Alright, this one rolled a 6, and this one rolled an 11. So they both fail no matter what. Okay, so now you roll damage, so you click on the damage thing.
Okay. Just normal.
And they both take the full damage. They both take 11 damage.
And since and then they get pushed back.
Yes. 5, 10 feet. 5, and this one can't be pushed any further because he hits his friend.
And while I'm
And
doing
you are
that,
no
I'm
longer grappled.
and I'm also going to say I'm not your next meal
And
while
you
doing
just-
that.
And you just like explode in lightning as your metal conductive with the lightning just like bursts out, pushing everything around you away.
Okay.
Very cool. Okay, now you're no longer grappled. If you want to move this turn, you still can.
I think I'm going to stay where I am.
Okay. Alright, top of the round. Huron,
Yeah.
how are you feeling? You jumping in?
I feel like I should, just as like in a meta narrative, I should, but
Not yet.
they still need a
Yep.
they still need
Okay.
I still need to measure up some shit.
Alright, one more
Also,
round without
depending
you.
on where you're jumping, that might mess with my plans.
All right, yeah,
Don't mess with his plans out there.
just gonna sit and wait.
Okay. I As you do, the Riven waves over to Donk or Bonk, whoever is on the north part there, and having waited for the hand signal, he jumps down and begins to open the grate. That is going to be his action for this round.
Wait, which grate?
The one behind.
The not grate, the
to the north.
gate
That right there?
at the north.
Oh no, at the north.
Yeah, the big boys coming.
East one.
Okay, this one is being accosted by a tiny little imp. 2 claws attack.
Come on, Nikki, I believe
That
in
one.
you.
16.
That hits.
Okay. 7 bludgeoning.
Ooh, okay. He has so few hit points. Holy shit.
Hey.
Poor Iggy.
Oh shit, huge raid.
Oh my god.
Hello, everybody. Welcome. We are in the middle of combat right now, so buckle up.
Yeah, it's a completely fresh campaign. We're getting started streaming exclusively on Ray's channel, so if you want to tune in on Sundays. Okay, Aimar, you're up.
Question for you.
Yep.
Do I need to use an action to try to perception or to view this, like, what's on the other side of the grate?
No. You see after the movement, very quickly, there's something very large and furry. It's hard to tell exactly what, but there are 2 piercing red eyes staring at you out of the gate.
Do not love that. Let's see. Can I measure? Okay, that's 20. So the template I just drew, does that
Yes.
hit all 4 of them?
Yes, it does, as long as it hits their tokens and
I was
location.
the
Yep.
the Titan Scorpion. Is that hitting the token? I can't tell.
It is. It's like it's corner.
Okay, fantastic.
Yep.
Good. I cast Fireball.
Okay. Classic.
Hey, there it is.
Alright.
Which I don't.
Lots
I
of
think
dex
that
saves.
might be too small, but of a radius, but that's fine.
You can lower it always. If you can
This is true.
most likely do it in a way to not hit your allies.
I don't think I'm hitting my allies right now.
Nope, you're not.
You're just barely skirting them.
Okay.
Okay, and then there we
rolling
go.
all the saves.
My saves are correct.
Alright. The 3 small ones rolled 18, 13, and 4, and the big one rolled a 19.
Boo.
Ooh, hiss.
So,
Boo hiss indeed.
2 failed, I assume? 2 in the middle?
Yeah, that's the most reasonable.
32 damage. Wow, okay.
Just Fireball.
Yes. And this one takes half.
That's easy math, at least. I forgot to say at the start of combat, I would have activated my Iron Stones before we started.
Yes.
It's a full action, so if you were ruling that I hadn't done that, then I just won't have them.
No, I'm okay. Just,
Yeah.
especially since it's the first combat, just remember it in the future.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, so you want to describe, because you have stones floating around you now,
Yes,
right?
yeah, so right when combat was about to start, I reached into a pocket and grabbed a couple of gems and then threw them up into the air, and they're rotating around my head. The art for my character shows it. But yeah, no, that's they are 2 different colors, and I forget what colors they are right now, but little gemstones that give me flight bonuses. One is dark blue, and the other is dusty rose.
Awesome. And that ends your turn?
And
Giant
that ends my
fireball?
turn, yes.
Okay, so
Just fireball.
these two scorpions here, they are on their last legs. You cook them from the inside out. You still see kind of smoke coming through their chitin armor. The other two are looking very rough as well. That fireball did a lot of damage. Alright, Tormund.
Alright. I am going to... This one looks like everyone else can handle it, so I'm going to start going after this guy again. Over here.
Yep.
Oh, sorry, I'm on the wrong one. How do I move them about? Token control, right? Oh no, hold on. I want to click this
And then
one.
click the top.
Oh, select
token.
tokens. I see. So I'm going to come
Perfect.
attack this guy again.
Okay.
And I am once again going to use my rapier and hoping successfully this time to jump in the air and land on its back and stab it through the head.
Right in
Alright,
front of the
well.
stinger.
Yup.
Tony, you were a rogue. You can get sneak attack on the biggie.
Alright, roll attack. Just roll it twice because you're doing 2 attacks. That one hits, just barely.
Ooh, so
That
close.
one hits very much so. So roll damage twice. Okay, 10.
Sorry, it scrolled away on me. Let's do that again.
Okay. Yeah, so as you jump on top of it, your first slash kind of opening a little gash just behind its neck, and then the second swing as you expertly like stab the rapier right in between the armor, you hit something sensitive and fleshy, and you keep stabbing. The thing starts thrashing around under you, and you hop off as it dies with its last death throes and stops moving in sand.
And as I leap off, I land on one knee, superhero pose style, with my hand on my rapier, and that ends my turn.
Very cool. Dead. There we go. Alright, but the big one's very much alive.
Very much far away from me.
And it has to run through the fall of light because of the
It's only if it ends its turn now, I think. But doesn't.
I think it might not have a choice.
That's what I hoped.
Its buddy is still alive, so alright.
Alright, no
But
DC
that
saving.
doesn't mean it's still gonna try to actually, is it desperate enough? I think it is, yes. Okay, so running through the searing light, seeing one of its brethren already die, this thing is getting desperate, and you see its stinger that normally, like on a normal giant scorpion, would just have one, stabby thing dripping with poison. This one begins to open up, and as the flesh peels away, he begins to spray acid everywhere, which is a, let's see, just to get the template. Okay. Wait, it's 40 feet? Sec. I'm also still figuring out Foundry.
I would laugh if Huron got hit with the.
Yeah, I was gonna say, is
like,
this
I'm
gonna-
not
is this
gonna
gonna hit
join in.
Huron?
Still sure you don't want to join in, Huron?
No, I mean, he's above also, right? He's like 20 feet up, so he's definitely not getting hit. Yeah, but all four of you are gonna get hit as he runs up. So I need all of you guys to make me con saves, please.
That is just clicking Constitution, right?
Yes, and then click the save. Okay. Tormund, you barely save. Also, sorry, I realized, Tormund, my bad, you're not hit by it. I meant the 4 people that were hit by it. So you don't even take any damage, Tormund, don't worry about it.
Did I do it twice? Whoops.
I think so,
Sorry.
yes. But you didn't get hit in the first place, so you're good.
Okay.
Is this an ability check or a saving throw? Sorry.
A
This
save.
is a save.
Constitution
Saving throw.
save.
I didn't even see mine.
Okay. Yeah, so unfortunately, only Elodie succeeds this one.
Right at the edge too.
Definitely not preening at all right now.
Yep. Okay. So everyone hit by this poison spray takes 51 poison damage,
Oh.
halved if you save. So Elodie is
Question.
yes.
I am damage resistant to poison.
Then you only take half, so 51 halved, and it always is rounded down. So 51 halved is 25. You take 25 poison damage, and Elodie
Okay.
also takes.
How do I do the minus 25 thing again? That's
Right click on your token.
Wait.
Okay.
Before we move any further, let me ask you a quick question, Carrot.
Yeah.
I have this lovely move. Where is it? Called Runic Shield.
Yep.
I can play Runic Shield. You can use this feature a number of times. When another creature you see within 60 feet of you is hit by an attack roll.
Yes, this one isn't an attack roll; it's a saving throw. But yeah, that's good to remember that you can use your reaction to make someone miss.
All right.
okay. So I right click
Tried.
my character icon, and I just do I do 62 minus. You said 25.
Yeah, for you it's 25.
Okay. Enter. Okay, that's an error.
So are you put your cursor into the box below your token?
Yes. And it highlighted 62.
Yeah, and then
And do I just do minus 25?
yes.
Like replace? Oh,
Yeah.
there we go. Okay, I did 62 minus 25, like a math equation in the. Okay, got it.
Yeah.
I also need to roll concentration.
Something that you do notice is that after this giant poison spray, it seems to, in its panic, have depleted the rest of its poison gland, so there's no longer any poison dripping down from the stinger, making it more or less harmless.
Well, it will still pierce you.
True, but the poison is the real kicker.
No. It's 10 for concentration, isn't it?
Yes. Unless it's like a huge, unless the damage is higher than, like, so I think you took how much?
25.
And
25,
I believe
right?
it's 10 or half the damage taken, rounded up.
Yeah, so the DC would be
Whichever is higher.
13. DC is 13.
Yeah, alright. I lose concentration.
Okay. Oh, okay. So it doesn't take damage at the end of its turn.
Or actually, no. The rounding is your determination for rounding. It's whichever is higher between the two. So you could say.
Oh, my rounding. Then it's 12. Yeah, because I
Yeah.
always round
Oh.
up.
I do round up in my
So
game, so
so you
that's why.
succeed. Don't worry about putting it back.
That's fine, we know where it is.
What's the save?
Constitution 17.
Constitution. Yeah, 9.
It takes 13 damage, and it's blinded.
Oh, God damn it. Okay, alright. That's fine.
I
Alright,
understand you're upset.
yours and Iggy's turn.
Alrighty. Well, Iggy's very relieved that the thing in front of him just died. He... How far can he actually go? 5, 10, 15, 13. Let's have him... If this one's blinded, can it... If he flies past it, is it going to be able to opportunity attack him? If they can't see him?
I mean, it'll try.
Well,
Also,
what
they have
then?
blind sight, all of them, so
Oh, well,
they can still perceive things
well,
without
it's
relying
not.
on sight.
5, 10, 15.
That one's dead anyway. So.
There, he's gonna come and shield by me because he's very scared because
Yep.
something just tried to kill him and then a fireball exploded in front of his face. So he's gonna
Yep.
come and hang out with me, and he's gonna help me, Smile, so that I get advantage. My next thingy.
Come.
So I think I'm gonna. Let's see. All right, let's Eldritch Blast on the big boy. No, that's damage. I don't want to do that. 19.
Ah, yeah, that hits.
So that's 8 damage. And then he gets pushed. I'm gonna use Repelling Blast on him so he gets pushed 10 feet.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'll shoot another one at him. Why not?
Alright, do it.
Oh shit, I haven't been doing it with advantage either. Oops. Oh well. It's fine.
Well, they hit anyway, so.
Yeah, that's fine. 23. Hits, I presume.
Yep. Okay.
9 damage. And you would
It-
see,
It's on
like,
its last legs, but
as-
it's still.
as Elodie casts this, you would see, like, her kind of, like, raise her hand. And you'd see, like, all of her tattoos on her arm start to, like, glow, like, a bright blue as they, like, it kind of, like, goes up and up and up her arm as she casts. And you'd see, like, a beam of light and then, like, a crack of lightning strike, and then, like, fork, and then strike on this guy. And that is, I kind of want to move away from this fucker that's inevitably gonna come, but I also don't want to. I'm just gonna stay where I am. It's fine.
Alright. Let me see which one of you looks tastier.
Bring it on.
No, I'm not even looking at you. No,
You
he's
don't look
looking at
tasty at all.
he's looking at Aimar.
Ruh-roh.
You're gonna get clawed. Or not. 7th hit. And then second attack. 19th hit.
Why does it always seem to miss the first one but hit the second?
I don't know, man. Ask my dice.
Right-handed.
Okay, that is 8 bludgeoning damage. And you're grappled. Marcella, your turn.
I should have been thinking about this instead of trying to figure stuff out. Alright, I'm going to... How bloodied is the one literally standing in front of me?
They're all almost dead.
Okay. Alright, I am just gonna try and stab the one in front of me with the trident again.
Okay.
Do you see
Does
this
this-
dice like
So
almost hitting the 19
okay,
every single time?
You're rolling strength, I think. I think you need to click on versatile to let it roll your dexterity as a bonus. So just re-roll that.
Ooh, I have to hit what? Dexterity?
Versatile. I think this is
Versatile?
how this works. Like instead of attack, like you're basically using the finesse.
Oh.
Right. Because you've been using strength, so you've been getting -1.
Well.
No, it still gives me -1. Oh, that's the damage. Okay. It's so strange. Like, look, if you click on attack, right? Like you roll with a -1 to your
Right.
modifier.
Yeah, and I
Your
don't.
strength. So, let me go check that real quick. Character sheet. Edit.
Foundry's being a tricky little with that
Ability
almost hitting
modifier,
19 every
dexterity.
single time.
Okay, try again. Click on attack. Yeah, now it gives +4. Perfect. Okay, I fixed it. So, 18 hits, yes. So, roll damage.
Roll damage.
And that's enough. It falls to the ground in the sand, dead.
And the grapple is broken, thankfully.
In the sand, by the way, not grass. Okay. And yes, no more grapple. This one's gonna try and snack on Tormund. Right there.
You can't see me.
Wanna bet? Okay. I need to roll at disadvantage though. Hey, that's a nat 1.
I think you can keep that.
Okay, that's a 14 to hit.
Miss!
Alright, both of them miss. And then random, it's Slag's turn.
Oh boy. After taking that large hit. Oh man, what am I gonna do? That's touch. I think after that acid attack, can I use healing like word and cure wounds on myself?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, I think I'm going to try
You
and.
can only cast one spell per turn though, that's important.
Yeah,
to
I know.
note.
I know. I'm
So
just.
you can cast one of like you can cast cure wounds, for
You
example.
have the ability to touch yourself.
Also,
Phrasing?
healing word is a bonus action, if I remember correctly. So you might
Yes.
want to consider that if you want to like.
Okay.
Or do an action.
Okay, that helps then. So I think I'm going to cure wounds myself.
Alright. So when you click it, when you're casting it, you can choose to upcast it to use a higher level spell slot to heal yourself for more, if you want to. You got plenty of spell slots, you can do it.
Yeah, I think I'm going to. And I'm going to go to the second spell slot.
Alright?
And so I'm going to click cast spell, I guess.
And then click on the healing and then it should roll.
Normal. Okay, so I heal by
Alright.
10, so I can
yes.
do just plus 10.
And also, we forgot this for Thunder Waves, so we're gonna do this in retroactively. Roll me 2 d20s, please. So just click the d20 down there, or just do / roll d20. For the record, the only thing refreshing
whoops,
for
I
is a
did it.
nat 1. No nat 1. Okay, no nat 1. So you're
Alright.
fine. But
Alright.
remember that you have an ability that you can use once per day. Which is like under your wild magic, it lets you basically one time you can re-roll something, right? Like to give someone advantage on something.
What is?
To
Okay,
give
yeah.
yourself, it's Tides of Chaos, right?
Right.
And then sometime during that day, you're gonna experience a wild magic surge. So you can have
Okay.
one quote-unquote guaranteed one, but it can happen at any point. So I can choose the timing as well.
Okay. And then, what is it? Healing word is a bonus action, right?
Yes, but it is a second spell, so you can't cast that because you've already cast the spell.
Oh, okay. I see. Okay, I gotcha.
Mhm.
All right.
But you
then I
could
guess-
still, Yeah, you could use your bonus action on something else, but not healing word.
Okay. Then I am going to move just a little bit away from the bigger scorpion, and then that'll be it.
All right, sounds good. Okay, top of the initiative order, Huron, roll me initiative.
Yep. Let's see if this works properly.
Does. You're gonna join in late to the party. Better-
It hovered on that 15. Oh,
Late to the party, but still in front of me.
You know, and as
now I just gotta stretch and get everything ready.
And as you're stretching and taking your time, you guys hear a roar, followed by several thud sounds, and then as the gate finally slides open, Bonk/Donk tries to run away. But before he can, because of the insane initiative that it rolled, a giant ape creature bounds out, sees Bonk, grabs him, and throws him at Tormund.
Oh, damn.
Was he the one that warned me not to get grabbed and thrown?
Yep. Yep.
That's just mean. That's just mean.
What did you roll as? Did you have a low initiative? Because I don't even see it in the chat.
It should be visible. It's at the very top.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Giant ape, it's in the combat.
Was it? Oh, was it a 6?
Alright, don't have for the ape or for me?
No.
Oh no, he rolled it secretly.
Oh yeah, I rolled to GM.
You wouldn't see his.
You don't see
rolls
the
'cause
initiative
And
roll.
then, so the other person who rolled was Nesna, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I rolled a 6.
Gotcha.
The ape
okay.
rolled, I guess, like a nat 20 or some shit.
I was like, oh shit, I'm missing it. Alright.
No, you're all good. Okay, so let me attack. Does a 22 hit you?
Unfortunately.
Okay, you have orc in your face, and you take.
Orc in your face. Orc in your face.
Yeah. Take 17 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
And how much HP does he have? Oh.
Oh no.
Donk's dead.
No, Donk!
Is he the one that was asleep?
I mean, make a history check. They're hard to tell apart.
He was my
I'm not
favorite of the
proficient.
two.
We'll just, yeah, sure,
changed
that
it
was
on
the
my
one that was
character.
asleep.
I changed it on my character sheet, but it didn't change on my pawn. On my token.
Your token. Weird. Your HP, you mean? It
Yeah.
didn't change on your character sheet either. Just do it on your token instead. Like right click your token and then.
Alright, so that should be 40. Did that work?
You need to press enter as well. Yep, there you go. Perfect. Alright, and he runs forward 5, 10, 15, 20, 30, and gets
Alright,
up on
slow down.
on its hind legs and starts like bellowing and smashing his chest with both fists, just roaring a challenge right in your face. He has also very bad breath, so.
Nice.
No.
Hey, question: how do you do that measuring tool in the forge?
The left-hand side, underneath the circle that looks like a target, there's a...
Oh, measurement controls. Okay.
Yeah. And then it's...
Ruler.
If you hover, it tells you how stuff works.
Okay.
Just for safety reasons, is moving backwards gonna... then I can't do 2 attacks? If I like move backwards, can I not shoot my bow twice?
No, you can. I mean, you could
Alright.
just move and then shoot too, you know, if you're trying to stay on range.
Yeah, so I'm just trying to back up a tiny bit.
Yeah, but it is not quite your turn yet because Aimar goes first.
Oh, I thought I was highlighted.
No, sorry. But
Oh,
also,
wait, what am I
random, I think you're looking for the measure distance, right? That's still under the token controls.
Yeah. I told
That's
him.
Oh, okay.
that's
How do I get rid of
the-
it? Just delete?
That's the ruler. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
if you wanna get rid of a template, you gotta.
I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. I am still
It's
getting
the
used to
first-
things.
Yeah, first session, this happens.
How do I get
first
rid of this
session's
thing?
always
Just
gonna be
delete?
janky. I can't see what
There
you're
we go.
trying to get
All
rid
right,
of.
got it.
Yeah, we
Okay,
can't
you
see
got it.
anyways.
All right.
It
Alright,
was the
Aimar.
one right next to his token.
Got it,
So,
alright.
yes, it's my turn.
Yep.
Can I... Is it a full action to try to roll a skill? I just want to see if I can identify what the, like the beast that just ran out.
I don't think that's hard to identify. That's an ape.
Oh, okay, it's an ape, it's not a fiend.
It's definitely an ape. Yeah, it doesn't.
Okay,
It's very much an animal. It's a beast.
Yeah, with those big teeth, I thought it might have been...
No, it just has red eyes too. It's just very menacing.
It's
menacing
just a
specimen.
normal giant ape instead of a
Yep.
demonic giant or a devilish giant ape.
Yeah.
Or a were, right?
Oh god, that's true. I am standing in front of a dead scorpion.
Nope, that one's still. Yeah. The one right in front of you. Yeah, there's one still
Yeah, the one
alive.
with the one with the skull is dead. The giant one, and then that one.
This one
in
is
front of
barely
Tormund.
alive. This one's still moving, still twitching.
I don't really want to Eldritch Blast the big guy because that's gonna aggro it, probably. So I'll just Eldritch.
It's like dragging itself on the ground.
Yeah, I'm just gonna Eldritch Blast the giant scorpion instead of the giant ape.
Alright,
That feels like a good idea.
sounds good.
Oh yeah.
Ew.
That hits. Oh, and
Good.
nice animation.
The animations are peak. And then I would do 4 damage.
That's enough to kill it.
I'm skilled in
3
other
HP.
areas, I promise.
Alright. Yep, you stretch out your hand and blast apart the thing's skull as it's dragging itself towards you.
Good.
Do you want to move?
I think, yeah, I move like that just to get sort of as far away as possible.
Alright.
And that's my 6 squares of movement, and my turn is over.
Alright, Tormund's turn, Elodie on deck.
Alright, I have been looking through my arsenal here, and since I'm about to be face to face with this giant beast, I am going to activate Giant Might.
Okay.
So now I am a much larger. One of my attacks with a weapon or any unarmed strike can deal an extra 1d6 to a target if I hit it. So I have an extra d6 of damage to one of my 2 attacks that I can make, I believe is how I read that.
Yep, exactly.
Alright. So first off, how much larger am I than this scorpion?
I made you bigger.
So I'm about the same size?
You're actually, yeah. You're, I mean, it's long, but you're much taller.
And now is it, because this will decide how I attack it.
Yeah.
How close to dead is it?
I mean, all of them have been close. This one's still smoking from the fireball.
Alright, so other people can definitely go. I'm gonna start attacking this, this ape.
Alright.
So I'm going to sprint forward.
You meet the challenge head on.
Yeah, and I am going to run straight at its chest with my rapier for my first attack. So let me pull that up, sorry. Oh, hold on. Everything, there it is. Rapier. Attack. Normal. And then
That
I gotta
hits.
do it again, right?
Yep. That barely misses.
Alright, so with the first one I am going to roll damage and plus 1d6 after I get this. And then, where's my d6 right here? 2d6.
All
So
right.
14 damage.
Okay. Yep.
I don't think I can do anything else, can I?
Alright, you scream right back and start stabbing him. Elodie and
Okay. Iggy is still terrified. He's just gonna help me. It's fine.
yep, help action. Okay.
Yep. And I am gonna shoot one Eldritch Blast at the one
Yep.
that's nearly dead. Obviously, try and kill it. Hopefully, succeed. Hopefully, because yeah. Let's do. Remember to do it at advantage this time.
Dice are pretty.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. That's 6 HP. Damage.
Well, you never know.
Probably
I think
do more
actually, I
than
think
6.
even my minimum roll.
Yep.
was,
Okay. Is dead.
He's so dead.
Got
Alright,
one
and
more
then
Eldritch Blast.
I'll shoot that at the 8.
All right.
Then this 8 meets your demise. Is help just the first?
Yep. Yep.
Okay.
Oh my. Yeah. That
Oh,
hits.
so close. Oh, okay. 28, I assume hits. I hope.
Yes.
Hey, 8 damage.
Okay.
And then okay. I know that he's dead, quote unquote, but is he like rolling death saves and I can maybe heal him and save him, Mr. Donk on the floor?
He did. It was bludgeoning damage. Like normally, like when it's a regular NPC, I don't roll death saves. Like they're just dead.
Yeah, but I'm
But
just saying if
you
like
know,
it's been...
I'll allow it because he got squished and like just from the impact, so he's not like torn apart or slashed or something.
Okay,
So
cool.
He didn't
yeah,
become
I'll
a
say
puddle.
you can try.
Okay,
But
I
if you
will-
heal him and get him out of unconsciousness, if he gets hit again, he's dead.
Okay, well, I will use... It's really inefficient, but this is exactly what Elodie would do. Rather than healing any of the people that actually need it, she's gonna heal this random fucking orc that none of them really know because he was nice to her one time. So I will use one of my healing lights on him.
Okay.
Which is just a d6, but, you know. He
Okay, he's up with
hopefully
4 HP.
regains 4 HP.
He also no, he rolled a 15 initiative, so he's not gonna go until next round.
Well, enjoy your life while it lasts, Stonk.
Standing next to the ape. Fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, he's
listen.
well, no, he is on the ground, so
Yeah. The ape
as
will
long as
think
the
he's dead,
ape
it's
doesn't
fine.
notice that he's awake quite yet. That's your turn.
Yep, that's my turn.
All right, Marcella.
Sorry. So Marcella is hurting pretty freaking bad, so she is not gonna like get any closer. And she is going to use Ray of Sickness on the ape.
Okay.
Oh, well, it... Okay. It says I don't have any spell slots, so...
Oh, let me fix. They need to be prepared somehow? No. Okay, that's probably not important, but you have two... No, you have 2 of these. Should have... No, you have 2 of these and 4... Okay, that's
that's a lot.
that's too many.
So many spell slots.
Gave her 20 by accident.
Yeah.
24.
Seems fine.
20 level 2 spell slots, I love it.
Shouldn't have an issue now.
Okay. I have to roll attack. This one.
Yes.
It probably misses, I'm assuming. So, this one, the bigger one's not dead, correct?
No, it is.
Oh,
They're
that
all
one
dead.
is.
All of them are
All
dead
the
now.
scorpions are dead.
Oh, okay, okay. 10. Okay, is this like a? I don't know how to ping here. Is this a pillar? Is this like? This is a platform up, so this is like something holding
Yeah.
it up, right? Like I could hide behind
Yeah,
that.
these are per. Yep. Mhm.
Do I have enough movement to get there? I think I do.
Oh
Right?
yeah, easy.
All right, so she is going to hide under the pillar,
Okay.
get behind it.
Huron. You finally get to play the game.
Hey.
Could I somehow leap off of this ledge here to get some extra distance on the ground, or
Yeah,
no?
you can do a running jump. You've also been prepared for this, so I don't see an issue. But
'Cause I just need
if-
5 extra feet of movement to get in range.
Yes. So if you're doing a run and jump, I do need you to make me roll either acrobatics or athletics, and
Yep.
obviously at the risk of falling prone.
Oh my god, if you fall flat on your face. After all this hype, all this, test you guys. I don't need to be tested.
Yeah, I mean easily enough. It's just 15 feet. So yeah, you can jump down and run up
Pardon.
however you want.
So, do I get the extra little bit of movement
Yeah,
to get
of
in range?
course.
Okay. Come on. Just actually select the thing, please. There we go. And as I land and as I'm walking up, I'm gonna pull out my greatsword, and as I do, you'll see little motes of like bluish white energy almost kind of just start appearing around my body and kind of start shifting slowly and coalescing towards the blade. And as they reach the blade, they'll kind of almost enter in and swirl around it, giving the entire blade this bluish flame-like appearance. And I'm activating the right of the soul.
Okay.
So, let's see how much damage I take. 4 points of damage.
That's not too bad.
Alright, and then I will, that was my bonus action, so I will swing twice. So, first swing,
That
dirty
hits.
20. Damage on that. It's 15 plus an extra 5, so 20 damage total.
Okay.
And second swing. It's gonna be a miss.
Yeah, that one misses.
Alright. And that's my full turn.
Slag, you're up.
All right. So since the middle area is black and I can't see, I'm assuming it. I don't.
so
I
you-
don't know. I don't
Here,
know that the.
no,
that
It
what
is
her- what's-
dim light, so you should still be able to see.
no, it's just black for me.
Yeah, but like,
Also,
Okay,
somebody's moving me.
I moved you to try
Oh.
to figure out to see if.
Yeah,
I could
it's been a
help
black
you
void
with
for
the-
me as well, just so.
Mm. Yeah, I don't love that about the light. I guess I'll figure that out next time. But I'm gonna give you some light real quick. Hold on.
Okay, because I was under the assumption that it was just so dark there that I couldn't see what was going on in there.
Oh no, it's fine. It should be like dim.
Yeah, the dynamic
right
lighting
here.
isn't working with the tokens.
What do you mean with the tokens?
Like, I can see in our tokens, it seems like they don't have vision with the dynamic lighting.
Oh, I
Because
see.
despite being right next to it, it's still showing as if it's dim light for me. Until just now.
Okay, I just opened up my tokens
So
information.
what you? Yeah.
Under it says, I went to the vision area. Vision range. The distance a token see without any light, it's set to 0.
Ah. See. Okay.
So that's why all our tokens have been not
That
working.
makes sense. What should be the distance without any light?
I don't know. I don't know what the base is.
Well, but it's like without any light, right?
Without any light, yeah. So I've got 60 feet because I have dark vision.
And I have
Yeah, which-
120 feet because I have dark vision.
But yours should
Yeah.
still be 0 because you're like it's darkness.
Yeah, if you don't
It's fine.
have
We'll
any light,
figure
you
it out
can't
next
see
time.
it,
Don't
yeah.
worry
Yeah.
about it. Don't worry about it now.
Okay. Well, now that I know that, and I know that Elodie has revived the orc,
You see, it's just a bit darker in there, you know? It's not pitch black.
Alright, I was in the assumption that I couldn't see, and I would just assume the orc had died in
No.
there.
Okay, my bad.
Well, no, it would have made my mine thing so much better.
Okay, yeah, I mean, that works. He's also,
Oh,
you can
no.
see he's, like, lightly breathing now, but he is trying to not move at all. Because
Can I
that
just
thing is
assume that
right
he's
above him.
dead?
Sure, yeah.
Okay, so I am going to activate or do toll the dead, and as I point at
Yeah.
what?
Oh, no.
You point at one creature you can see within range. The sound of Dolores. Or here, I'll just do this. So they have to make a saving throw.
Wait, why are you
The
trying
ape.
to kill it? Oh, the ape. Oh, the
The
ape.
ape.
Okay.
The ape.
I thought you were attacking the orc. I got confused.
No,
Wait,
sorry.
don't kill him!
No, sorry. I'm
Wisdom.
attacking the I'm attacking the ape, and
Yeah, I will say
it's-
this.
Kill the orc out of spite.
This ape is not very wise.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a fail. Okay.
Okay, and if it's missing any hit points, it takes 1d12 of
Oh
damage.
yeah, so it does. So roll me a d12.
I'm just gonna do this. Roll 1d12. Does 10.
Oh,
Of necrotic damage.
all right, sick. Okay,
Um,
very nice.
and then I'm going to. How much can I move? It's.
30 feet.
Oh, I am going to move to Elodie.
Fine.
All right.
15 feet, so. And then that'll be my turn.
Okay. The ape is very pissed at you, Tormund, but you are too big for it to throw, which is a bit of a dilemma. But it heard your challenge, and it was challenging you in the first place, so it's not gonna back down. And like a professional boxer, gets up on its back hind legs and then does 2 giant swings to you. With its fists. That is a 13 to hit,
Miss.
24 to hit.
That hits. Am I allowed to dodge again, or is that only one time per?
No, per
Right.
turn. So you can, like, your reaction you refill every turn, right?
Okay, great.
I will say, I don't think you can dodge that even with that reaction.
Even though I'm holding my rapier?
Yeah. So it gives you your proficiency bonus to your AC, and that would only get you up to 21 AC.
Okay.
Does that make sense? So you would get hit anyway, so no reason for you to use it.
Oh, it only works if it's close. Gotcha.
It
Okay.
only if you beat the attack roll.
Right. So
but yeah.
it would add to my 17, is what you're saying?
Yes, which would be 21 total, which you would still
4.
get hit.
Right, because they rolled. Gotcha. Okay.
So one of the fists
One
hits you, and that is no, not another attack damage. 32 bludgeoning damage.
Jesus Christ.
Thing's a professional boxer.
I don't know how to do the math thing you were all talking about, so I'm gonna do it on my phone.
And then Aimar, you can actually just you basically just replace whatever was there with minus 32. Like the box
go
there,
in
you just
here
type
and
in
do
minus 32.
3,
Yep.
2.
Damn, there you go.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Oh, is it my turn? No.
It is Aimar's turn first.
I'm muted. Is this scorpion still on its
Everything's
last
dead.
legs, or it's
Everything's
dead?
except
Okay,
for
yeah.
the
Ape. Yeah, that's just gonna be an Eldritch Blast at that guy, I think.
Alright.
Yeah, most of my stuff is utility or AoE, so...
Alright, roll damage. or attack.
Oh, it's a bit presumptuous.
Well, you're fine. That hits. Okay. Do 4 damage, and that's your turn.
Yeah, that's my turn.
Cool. Tormund. Next.
Alright. I guess I just gotta keep going in on this guy. Because I think even running away, he's just gonna follow me. So we're gonna do 2 attacks with the rapier again. One of which, if they both land, will have an extra d6 worth of damage.
Alright. Roll me through 2 attacks.
Normal.
That one misses. That hits.
Alright. So damage. Normal. 18.
18
Oh wait, no,
total.
1d6, excuse me.
1d6, yeah. Still gonna roll a d6, I bet. I mean, a
Yep.
6. Yep.
Wow.
Called it. And with that stab, as you like finally draw a significant amount of blood, like slashing open its chest as you jump up. I mean, you're tall enough to really hurt it in the vital area. You see it slows down a little bit and then begins to scream and right into your face. Your hair is like kind of being blown back just by the amount of breath in your face, and it also makes you queasy because he smells like rotten meat more than anything. But yeah, he is bloodied and very
Alright,
angry.
hold on, I want to see what is this. I have action surge.
Yep. So you can do another action slash. You can do 2 more attacks basically.
Yeah, so I'm gonna swing 2 more times.
Do
but
it.
this time at its face, hoping to slow it
All
down
right.
in the eye area.
Okay.
So let's do that. 1.
Oh, there's the nat 1.
There it is.
There it is.
Yay. Add it to the counter finally.
Did anyone add it?
Is this the first nat one or second?
This is the first.
This
So
is the
it
one
doesn't-
doesn't counting in. Yeah. It's
But I
Yeah, you don't
but
go
I thought
first.
I thought somebody got one of the enemies got a first nat 1.
We're not
Yeah, we're
counting
not
carrot
counting
rolls.
those. Yeah.
Oh, well, that's no fun.
So I think
But
He
I'm
rolls
gonna
a lot
have so
more
many
than us.
enemies and stuff, yeah, and so many rolls. That one also misses, sadly. You're really low rolling this.
I don't think I have anything else I can do. What is this?
Oh, you could heal yourself with second wind.
Second wind. Sure. What? I just hit the roll on that.
So you type in /roll 1d10 plus 9.
Yeah, there's a usability. Do I just
Oh,
hit
that works
usability?
too. Yeah, sure.
What did it do? Oh, healing. Yeah, click.
I don't love that you always have to click the button. Chat.
Let's just see what happens.
Yeah, that's what just made macros. Just to
Yeah.
skip that.
So I got 5 plus 9, 14. So I add 14 health.
Yep, exactly.
Okay.
And Donk is getting up, and he is going to use half of his movement to get up and then disengage. 5, 10,
Yay,
15. So this is as far as he can get this turn.
And yeah, good.
Your turn, Elodie.
Alright, Iggy obviously is just gonna help me again because he's just such a helpful boy. And then I'm just gonna, you know what? We're just gonna do the thing. We're just gonna Eldritch Blast this guy.
All right, attacks.
Oh, let's do this one. Just in case.
It hits anyway.
Alright. That is
Nice.
12 damage. I'm thinking whether I want to push it or not.
You get another attack anyway, right? So might as well
I
roll
know,
that.
but like, I'm wondering if I want to. I'm trying to think if I actually want to push it or not. I don't think I do. I think I'll just leave it, seeing as they're busy fighting it. Alright, let's Let's do another one. Hey. 14.
Okay, that one doesn't hit.
Can't all be winners. Alright, seeing seeing that Glass is here, I'm just gonna I mean, you're just
Okay.
behind him.
Use the robot as a shield. Very good.
Yes.
Marcella.
Oh boy, alright.
You got this.
Yeah, she's just gonna use, like... She's, like, heavily panting. She's in a lot of pain. She's just gonna use Ray of Sickness again to not be near this ape.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Okay, it rolled a 21 on the save, so it takes only half damage.
Still takes full damage, it just doesn't get poisoned.
Oh yeah, it does.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
So do I
Nice.
roll damage?
So
then?
roll damage, yep. Okay, it takes 7 damage as your Ray of Sickness makes it a little bit sluggish. But it fights off the poison, it's a tanky boy.
That's it. I'm
Anything
staying
else
here.
during your turn?
Nope. I'm just staying here.
Okay. Huron.
Alright, bonus action. I'm gonna use some of those little wispy motes, and they're gonna fly out and kind of attach to the gorilla, and they're gonna kind of coalesce in certain areas on his body. And I'm using Soul Curse of the Marked on this.
Okay, marking the gorilla.
Question is, do I want to amplify it? Why the fuck not? Why not? So I take 4 points of damage. So go down to 79. So amplifying it gives it my next attack against it advantage.
Oh, nice. Okay.
So let me get my great sword out.
I should also mention that we have regular flanking rules. I know I've already brought that up in session 0, but just in case you were looking to get advantage another way.
Yeah. 18.
Yep, hits.
Alright. This is the great sword damage. 11 plus. So 17 total.
Okay.
That's the first swing. Second swing. This no longer has advantage, but still good.
Hits.
On the sword. And then on the right die. 22 points of damage total.
Okay. God damn. Alright. Yeah, you're laying into this thing. It's
Somehow still
it's-
alive.
yeah, it hasn't stopped its movement really, but you can tell that the only thing keeping it still on its legs is the pure fury that it's sustaining itself with.
Alright, well, that's all I
Alright.
got.
Slag, you're up.
Well, I guess I can do just Toll the Dead again.
Can. You guys are very
Um,
careful with all your spell slots. No one wants to use something.
I don't know.
Fancy.
I'm gonna point at it and say die.
Okay. Alright.
So you need to save a wisdom throw.
Yeah, it fails.
Okay, and then it's missing health, so 1d12. I need to do that again. Three. Alright, so
Okay.
it takes... And then I am going to move and get myself
What you could
between.
do now, because this is a cantrip, you could actually use bonus action healing word, just so you know how this works in the future. Healing word is a nice thing to use if you use a cantrip or a regular attack as your action, and then you can still heal that same turn. You don't have to, I'm just telling you that you have the option.
Okay. And I'm not going to. I'm just going to move between myself and Bonk, one of them.
Yep. Okay. Well, you're pissing him off, Huron. You also almost killed him, so he's gonna pick you up. We're gonna do some good old contested strength grapple.
On which one? Me?
Yes.
Okay.
He can't pick up the large. He's too large.
Try.
Here, I'll roll this one publicly for you. Oh, no, that's beatable. Oh, shit.
One.
Okay. Unfortunately for him, he doesn't manage to grab you, but, you know, failing that, his second fist is cocked and ready to smack you in the face instead.
Yep.
14 to hit?
That doesn't hit.
Oh shit, okay. Yeah, he is way too angry and way too injured to be properly throwing fists anymore. Aimar, it's your turn.
I have one spell slot left. 150-foot range on the old fireball.
Oh god.
No, we're good.
He's got
We're
a
all
clear
people-
shot.
Yeah. We're all peaches and gravy.
Totally fine, guys.
I
Okay.
turn back and see him conjuring it, and I'm just like, you sure about? And then it fires.
Oh
Yeah.
my god, the animation.
Just an explosion happens behind you. On the deck save.
Yeah, ooh, 19. Saves.
Alright, so half damage.
Yep.
That's...
Okay.
Uh,
How do you want to do this?
Yeah!
I like to think the Tormund like turns like, are you sure about? And then the explosion goes off, and the ape is thrown into him,
Oh.
and you like tumble, and like you end up with the giant ape on top of you. Like, is this thing still alive? And then it's dead.
It's smoking. You guys can all smell the burnt kind of fur as its backside is entirely roasted, and yeah, just dead eyes staring back at you as it collapses to the ground. Bunch of sand getting thrown in all directions. And with that, we are ending initiative. Good job.
Yay, we survived. Good job, people.
Put the skull on the ape. Do it. Kill it.
Alright. And yeah, you guys hear clapping from above as Riven has gotten out of his seat and is now like kind of slow clapping. You guys see a smile that is much wider than any of the other friendly smiles he's sent you. He's shown you before. He's genuinely enjoyed the show. Now I'd love to continue, but this took a lot longer than I expected it to, so this is where we're gonna end tonight's session.
Woo!
And I wanted to have a bath.
That's for everybody.
Yeah, celebratory baths.
I don't need a bath.
Oh, okay.
He'll
except
short
for-
circuit.
Yeah, he'll rust.
Just give me some ice.
I mean, I'm perfectly clean. Didn't
No,
take
you are
anything.
not. You will take a bath because Elodie demands that you take a bath.
No. I am not bloody. No, I took no damage.
And
Basically.
before we depart this area, I just want to let you know I'm definitely chopping off one of the hands of that giant ape to keep as a memento.
Okay. Savage.
How are you
Why
gonna keep
the hand?
Because it's what hit me.
He needs it to go to trial.
He needs to
Only
fingerprint
Kara
it.
is going to get that reference. He probably doesn't even remember it.
Imagine like a rabbit's foot, but it's an ape's paw.
A massive.
You mean the monkey paw?
Oh no.
Oh, that couldn't possibly end poorly.
Oh dear.
You know that's an actual
It's not a
thing,
monkey,
right?
It's an ape.
No, this isn't a monkey. This is an ape. It's completely different.
Okay.
It's
Good
not
session,
a
everyone.
boulder, it's a rock.
But yeah, thank you so much for joining us for the first session of hopefully many. It's been a stumble. We all kind of just managed to get our way through. There's some things I plan on improving, quality of life wise as we get used to it. Foundry has a lot of advantages, but I'm also feeling some of the things, and I definitely don't want. I did notice some things also slowing the combat down, even without us learning our characters and getting used to things. So hopefully I can speed some of that stuff up, and obviously sorry about breaking your over